sorry, just read this. I think that this was probably a while ago that Diego commented that, but yeah, so this was a stream that I was supposed to go live. I was supposed to go live like a month ago and forgot about it. So here we are. I'm gonna go get my laptop really quick so I can see your messages better. But I'm here. Give me a second. I will be right back. So I'm rather what's this? I'm rather sleepy today. Oh my god. Aww. If it did have a flame, that would be so cool. Did you hear that? Hang on. Don't try this at home or whatever so I don't get sued or something. I can hear it. I don't think it has enough fuel. Boo! Yeah, it has no fuel. Hi guys, what's going on? So, I don't really have a topic for today, but hi, hello. How is everyone since yesterday? I don't really have like a topic in particular right now, because I do usually have something, but like today, I don't know, I just don't have anything. But we'll see what the chat brings. The lighter? No. I look like a rose. Thank you. Thank you so much. Very kind of you to say. Okay. I'm a little sleepy today, but that's okay. That's how it goes, you know? Sometimes you're sleepy. But it'll make for definitely interesting content, so okay. We'll see how it goes. But because I kind of like a little delusional live, to be honest, because I think it's kind of fun, because you're like, I don't even know where I am or what I am right now. But it'll be fun. Is it buffering? It's buffering? Hello, hi. How is everyone? So, hi guys, hello, how are we? What do you do in your life? This, and I complain, and, yeah, I complain, and I bother everyone, yeah, no I don't, that's not true. Nice hair, thank you. What do you do in your life? Yeah, I don't know. I like playing video games and I like watching stuff on TV. And that's kind of what I do. I also like playing Beat Saber. I haven't done that in a while. There are things that I like to do. Sometimes shaking the ladder works. I know what you're doing. I know what you're trying to do. You're not going to be successful. Nice try, dingus. I'm just kidding. But also I meant it. Oh. Hi, I'm doing good, playing some computer games, watching shows on Tubi. Is Tubi good? Does anyone subscribe to Tubi? Tubi has like the most random, like, videos and stuff. Oh wait, I gotta send this to Discord because for some reason, YouTube doesn't send out my notifications to everyone. Hang on a second. Okay, everyone's been added. Hello! Talk about Star Wars again. I do love talking about Star Wars. Also, hi, Dwayne. Pumbafo, I just quit my job so I can watch the stream. That's right. That's what you all should do. Everyone should frankly do that. You should all quit your job so you can just watch my stream. Yeah. I think that is the best advice I could give you, because it's gonna be very fruitful for your life in the future. It's really the best thing. How to be your boyfriend? You know what? You don't. That's a curse. I think you think that it'll be easier than it actually is, and it's actually a curse. And I'm willing to admit that myself. I'm not even working right now. Yeah, and you're welcome, you know? Good. I'm just kidding. Like I said, I'm very tired. Sometimes my jokes aren't gonna land as much. We should all invest in our last paychecks in this stream. I agree, Couch. I think you all should invest your paychecks into this stream. I think that that's a really good use of your money. You know, you're gonna get that back tenfold, in no other way than financially supporting me. DM you. I'm not gonna DM anyone, okay? I'm not DMing anyone. I don't have that interest. No offense. None taken. I'm thinking about leaving the state for work. Oh, then do it. Honestly, why not? Shit's so fun. Leaving your state sometimes is very fun. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's a bad decision. But that's the risk you gotta take in life, you know? Everyone's lot in life is not knowing if it'll work out, you know? I got the opportunity, but who's gonna look after my cat? That's true. I mean, you could bring your cat. Can't you bring your cat? Why can't you bring your cat? Okay, sir. Soup is my name. Soup is my name. And don't you ever wear it out, okay? Don't do that. So then bring your cat. What are you talking about? Usually I have a topic, and today I don't really have one, and I like kind of coming in a little hot with like my opinions and what I want to say, but I'm just lacking today. I had therapy earlier today, and the topic is art. Yeah, because I wanted to talk about like what is considered art, right? And like what's good art. Like what is considered good art. Like we were talking yesterday, you just typed that. I did just type that, to be fair, but I didn't know if that was going to be too much of like a boring conversation. But if soup's your name, what is your game? If soup is your name, what is your game? The game is, I don't know. He's gonna be crying. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just, temporary in order for you to give it a better life, you know? But anywho, as I was saying, what was I saying? Oh, I wanted to talk about, actually, so do you guys know, Brooklyn Beckham? Do you guys happen to know who Brooklyn Beckham is? Because I was talking about this earlier, and what exactly makes some art good and some art bad? Because it's like, hello. Too true. I need to make money for his litter and food. Exactly. So I mean, it's gonna benefit him anyway. Put the hat back on backwards again. No, because I see your game and it works every time. But I'll do it eventually again. If anything, I actually am gonna put this on. Oh no, is it out of batteries? It's for my balding head, from my androgenic alopecia, because of sadness, you know. But it's out of batteries, so too true. Put that hat. Listen. So I was talking about Brooklyn Beckham, and I find him so fascinating as a person, because what do you mean you're like nepotism babies who like aren't good at like who kind of don't really they're not good at making shit. You know what I mean? They're not good at like a craft. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little Schadenfreude. It's Schadenfreude just a little bit, because like, they're not bad people, so that's kind of why I hesitate even saying Schadenfreude, but no batteries, bald baddie, exactly. And what do you know about a bald baddie, okay? You wish. That's a crazy ass helmet. I know. It's true. I know. But what are you gonna do, you know? Do you like to drive a car, a bike? Drive a bike? I occasionally I'll ride a bike. I don't know, not often. But what was I saying? Hello, Lou the dude. How are you? What's on the menu today? I'm starving. We're talking about Brooklyn Beckham right now because, like, okay, so this is what I wanted to talk about. Art is very subjective, right? Obviously, but so what makes some art good and some art bad? Like, I think that art being able to be inspired, like, that's what people say when they're trying to make art, is like, I need to be inspired to make it, you know, and then you come out with like a good or really shitty product, you know. But what resonates more with people than other stuff, you know? And then, like, sometimes later on people find out about their, or like people, it like becomes viral again, like some people's art, you know. And I never seen a ceiling chandelier combo. Shabby chick. Bro has a photography book full of focus pictures with captions. I know it's out of focus, but I like it. Dude, I know what you mean. Why does the chat keep disconnecting? I'm so confused. But yeah, are you guys able to see this? Need a mod? No, I'm good. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace. Let me see. Is it looking okay from your guys' end? Does it look all right? But, what was I saying? So yeah, Brooklyn, he did kind of have that. Chat is good. I'm okay, good. Hello, welcome in. Looks great. Okay, just making sure. Hi, hello. So yeah, I find that so interesting. And I do like that he's like, it's out of focus, but I like it. And also the fact that he can make a book of his photography and it's really shit photography, and then like he's comfortable enough publishing it. And I wish that I had that. You know what I mean? I just find it, like, I think also having taste is something that's also subjective, but then why is there a collective understanding of things that look good and we can all see that something looks good? You know what I mean? Like, how are we conditioned to like enjoy art, and like why do we enjoy art? Like, what about it are we collectively able to understand about it that we see? And we can all agree that something is really cool or really good, but we can't exactly describe it. And I think that that's so interesting, and I just have a hard time kind of like explaining it. Maybe I just don't know enough about the topic, to be honest. I don't know enough about art, I'm gonna be real. But, and now he's a chef, but just hits the chopping board with his knife and cutting, his like expensive, probably $1,000 cutting board, and he like doesn't know how to make, what did he make recently? Wasn't it like a grilled cheese or something? Hello, welcome in. And now he's a chef. Dude, I love Brooklyn Beckham because I find him fascinating, you know? Hello. How are you? I think I'm actually gonna put the chat away on here. Maybe not. Maybe I won't. But yeah, so I do find it very interesting about art, that this thing can be so subjective. I find that very interesting, and that people kind of, I don't know, there's a collective understanding about what's good and what's not good. And I'm so interested to know. BuzzFeed Top 10 Brooklyn Beckham Careers of 2020. Exactly. We need to be talking about this. We really do. It needs to happen. How are you and your family? My family and I are doing okay. Beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. Hey, get it? Because it's beer. I don't know if you knew that. But yeah. So, I mean, what if I glued my eyebrows right now? That might be kind of fun. I have a Siamese that's bonded AF to me. That's so cute. I love cats. Can you give a trend? Can you give me a trend for my videos? What? Give you a trend? I don't like TikTok anymore. I kind of have moved over. I was on TikTok long ago, really long time ago. Cats are evil. Hi Warwick, how are you? And also they're not. They're not war, okay? How dare you? I'm happy to listen to your... Oh, thank you. Do you think the kitten phase is worth going through or adopt an adult cat? The kitten phase is so cute, but it is frustrating. It is very, very frustrating, I'm going to be honest. But, don't do TikTok. I mean, I might. What about it? The good with soy sauce. What's good with soy sauce? Are you talking about cats? You eat cats? You crazy? Cats are the best. I love cats. If you wear the bald helmet on your face, will you grow a beard? No, I mean, maybe, but it might also make me blind because it is extremely bright. It's very, very bright. I got mine as a kitten. I got mine as a kitten too. I love kittens. I mean, oh my God, my cat when she was a kitten was crazy. She was a crazy girl. What do you do? I'm a policeman in India. I am also a policeman in India. Just kidding. I'm unemployed doing this. Do you like Chinese food? What are you lying? What are you lying? What am I lying? What am I lying? Did you math debate earlier? Math debate? Math debate? I do like math. Should we debate on math? How do you debate on math? And also, how do you debate on math? Because there's like one answer, you know? Like math is like, it's like a puzzle piece. It all makes sense, you know, it all fits together. So what are you debating on with math is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about? It all fits together. There's like one answer typically, you know, unless you're going into like imaginary numbers and stuff. I can't tell if you're trolling or not. About math? You can't debate math. What's there to debate? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Kittens, he's not talking about math. He had a texting lisp. Oh. A texting lisp. Cats on soy sauce. Ew. I don't want to eat cats personally. I understand that like animal, like what's the difference between that and like cats or like cows or something because we eat beef. But look, I'm conditioned in a certain way, so I don't want to eat it, okay? That's how I feel. I don't want to eat cats that are in my house, you know? But I will eat a cow because I don't see it enough. And is that my fault? I don't think so. I'm a product of my environment. Hello, mate. Hello. My cat is making making gangsta. He's just chilling. I bet he's an OG. I'm joking. I'm not eating cats. Good. I mean, whatever. People need to survive. I don't know. I'm not gonna tell people not to do that, and if they're in other countries and stuff. Don't be a freak though. Hey there, Soup. Hello, Diego. Sorry, you commented under this a while ago, and I didn't see it. Do you math debate your... Math debate? Oh, I see. I got it. Is it true neutral? What does that mean? Because isn't that like the graph, not the graph, but like a Punnett square kind of looking thing where it's like, you know, true... What's true neutral? Because I'm taking as a compliment. I'm deciding to take it as a compliment. Oh, would you be friends with a cat eater? I don't know. It kind of depends. I love math. Math. I see what you guys did. So, yeah. It's okay. Missed you. Thank you. Thank you so much. The Knicks suck. They absolutely don't, and shut your fucking mouth. Nothing wrong with eating cats. A big up to the lesbians. Hey, period. That's a funny joke. I like that. Wait, is that true? No cats or dogs left in North Korea. They ate the lot. Wait, is that true? And no shade to North Korea. I don't want the smoke, okay? Listen, I'm entirely neutral. I'm not talking shit about anyone, okay? Please, please, please. Where are you from? Your mom. I haven't heard the wagon wheel with 2C from the greatest. I know, it has been a minute since my wagon wheel with 2C. But you can't, listen, when you're good at an impression, you can't do it all the time, you know? You can't do it all the time. Also, hello, Dylan. Hello, hello. Probably not true about Korea. Is it true? Can someone Google that? Because I'm too lazy to, and I frankly don't want to. So how's that? Okay, so back to Brooklyn. What's his name? Brooklyn Beckham. Brooklyn Beckham and his talent for photography, which should not be understated, frankly. But I do think that it is interesting. I think that there's also something visual about intention and about, like, visually, aesthetically pleasing things. Like, there seems to be something consistent. What? Are you lesbian? I'm half lesbian. It's been a long time. Come on. I know. Yesterday I was live though, so just saying. I was live yesterday. Your hair looks really nice and long. The color's nice. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's been, I think I haven't cut it since like January, I think. It has been a while since I've cut it. And it needs shaping. Cause like I just needed to needs to like look nicer with like this shape around my face, I feel. So Google says 30% of Koreans have dogs as pets. No, I mean someone said North Korea. North Korea specific, not South Korea. I love you even more? Why? You freak? Are you fetishizing that? So what was I saying? My name is Brandon. That it is. What's the only meat that priests can eat on Fridays? None. Oh. You look like a mommy? Well, I don't have any children. Mamacita. Mama happy. Mama happy. Mama happy. None of you guys will know this reference. All of you are men, and you don't watch Love Island, which is lame. Did you get a new chair? This chair is probably 5 years old, I think. Yeah, like about 5 years old, probably. Well, welcome in. No one's babe. Don't get it twisted, okay? Don't, okay? Don't get it twisted. Am I wearing leggings? I'm wearing yoga pants because they're the most comfortable thing. This is kind of like what I wear every day. If you see any of my lives, I pretty much wear this exact thing over and over again. How old are you, Brandon? I watched Love Island highlights. Well, do you know about Mama Happy with Soul? You have a crush on me? No, you don't. You don't know me. You don't have a crush on me. You have no idea about who I am. Since this is a safe space. Is it? Also, hey, Pumbafo. What a nice girl. Well, for now. Said hi. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome in. Can I see a 360? Yes. How's that? Can't see shit. It's really... Wait, what is? You looking bad, Ma. Thank you. And thank you for that. Hi from Greece. Hello, Greece. God, I want to go to Greece so bad. What a dream. It looks so gorgeous. Go ahead and punch me. Dude, I will. I will. I know who Soul is. Mama Happy. Look up Mama Happy. Because I don't, like... What? Like, what? Diva, why'd you say that? You came back today? Ayer, actually. So it was actually yesterday. Do I have tattoos? I do. But don't worry about it. I want to get it removed. It's the only one I have, and I got it when I was 19. And I don't want it anymore. So it served its purpose, and I was dumb and 19, because that's what you are when you're 19. Can I be honest? Okay, this is something I actually want to talk about. The age, like, being young is so fucking overrated. Because, like, not, like, thinking about when I was 19, I was like, I hate my life. Like, I hated being 19. I hated school. I like, hated my life fundamentally. And I'm older now, and I way prefer being older than when I was 19, you know? Wait, what? Yesterday, I saw her walking alone. Okay. On the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Those are poor in Koreans. They probably think Dennis Rodman was going to help change anything. Ah, dang. Yeah, dude, what was up with that? Why did he have such a thing with North Korea? What was up with that? Dennis Rodman's like, I'm gonna save the conflict. And then he couldn't even be there for his children, but that's a whole other story. Fucked up. Dennis Rodman, why'd you do that? Nah, it's a Spanish song. What is? Also, Australia. Hello, Australia. I want to go to Australia so bad. Nice girl, nice future husband. Me? I'm going to be someone's future husband, and it's going to be great. Am I single? Yes. I'm back. Welcome back, Caitlin. Thank you so much for being here. Bahak. We all make. What do we make? Every 5 years, you realize how dumb you were 5 years ago. And also, every decade, you're like, wow, I was dumb the whole decade, you know? And now I feel a little better. Also, thank you. Oh my god, Sixers for life! Hello! How have you been, Soup? It's been a while. It has been a while. It's been a minute. A boyfriend application is $500,000. Exactly. Thank you, Keith. I'm sure if Australia, it's just too damn far away. Truly. And if I were to go to Australia, I feel like, I don't know, Soupy, you will get a nice husband. I mean, whatever. I'm in no rush. I'm in no rush to get married. When it happens, it happens. I don't really care. I just, you know, I don't feel defined by getting married. And if I wanted to get married for the sake of getting married, I could have done that a long time ago. I'm not willing to compromise, you know, things about myself, and like also being disappointed as much as you typically are when dating a man. And, yeah. Sad people may, each breath amplifies your mind abilities to trigger your deepest peace and comfort more with every healing breath. Yes and yes. Thank you, Keith. You don't want to go to hot spiders and snakes, not for me. Yeah, but I don't want to be anywhere near that, so, you know. They have really, like, they are really, like, it's really scary down there, I think. Gaslighting is weak sauce. Wait, what am I gaslighting? Am I doing that? Or is someone else doing it? Who's gaslighting? Hey, cut it out. I'm gonna be traditional 40s housewife. Period. And then, are you gonna get, I don't want that for you, actually. I don't want you to get beaten. I'm a wizard husband. Okay. Keith sounds like exactly like what a gaslighter would say. Hey, don't shit on Keith. He's a positive presence. What about your family, Soupy? What about my family? What about him? No, just the tism. And you know what? You might be onto something. I do feel like, I know I'm neurodivergent, but I do wonder which one, because that I do feel like there are some overlaps to autism that I feel like I definitely align with, but I also don't want to get tested for it. Maybe I'll do that when I have money someday, but I don't, like, what's the point at this point, you know? I can just, like, honestly, if I just follow advice of people who are autistic or something, like, if I get that taken care, or, like, not taken care of, but if I just have a deeper understanding of it regardless, if I feel better after, like, applying whatever techniques, then I'm like, you know, if it walks like a duck, you know? Soup, can you give advice to sad people? Try number 3. Oh, sorry, Caitlin. I'm sorry I didn't see that. Thank you for, so politely. Guys, follow Caitlin, okay? I mean, you can follow her if you want. But, like, just, that is how you politely, send a message again, okay? Because that's very nice. That was very nice. Because, like, I don't mean to ignore. But, okay, so, advice to sad people. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. If you want advice about being sad, it takes a lot of work to not be sad. I'm going to be honest. It takes a lot of work. But it does work eventually. The thing is, what sucks about it, and I'm going to start by saying this. When I was 19, I was the most depressed. I was probably, like, somewhat of, like, just very depressed. Don't be sad. You know what? You're right. Thank you, Pumbafo. What's the texture of your hair? Wait, why? Also, your name... Oh, okay. I thought you were Danielle. Hello, Daniels. I'd suggest the color breathing method and anchoring. Okay, that too. Chat is civil today. I like it. It feels good, doesn't it? It feels good. But sometimes I think it's interesting when we get into it. I think it's kind of fun. I never want to be hey, guys, chill. But anyway, as I was saying, Wagon Wheel Watusi. How's that? I'm in year 9. Okay. So, wait, what's wow? Wait, I wasn't done. No, I don't mean... That was a joke, Caitlin. I don't mean that sincerely. Just, like, it's like the joke where it's like, when someone misses like, let's say, like, when Wemby missed so many times, as many as he did, I would say, if it was me, I would simply just put it in the hoop. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I think the joke was. So it's not to discredit your sadness. But you have a hair fetish? Okay, then I won't tell you what it is then. I'm not going to feed into that. Back to being sad and the cure for it. I don't know about the cure, okay? You kind of have to accept that sadness is going to ebb and flow through your life perpetually. And that when you kind of view yourself as a vessel for emotion rather than fighting any of the emotions, like when you think of your emotions as leaves down a river, and you're, like, kind of witnessing them as they pass by, and then you let it move through you instead of fighting whatever emotion you might be having, life becomes easier, right? On top of that, also radical acceptance. That's kind of what's helped me in my life, especially going through as much as I have. Accepting that this is just how things are, and then being able to, like, feel the emotion that comes from it, and then not judging the emotion or trying to stop the emotion has helped me a lot. And then on top of that, it sucks to hear, but exercise really helps a lot. It's really annoying that everyone who tells you to exercise is correct, but it fucking sucks. It fucking sucks because people are like, oh, just go for a walk outside. It'll cure your whatever. Because it feels so invalidating because you want to be like, look, I know how it is. But in order to work on this thing and in order to feel better, exercise just really, really helps. Also, sorry, I'll get back to the chat. Sorry. You weren't trying hard enough. Wow. Wait, what? I like to throw chairs too. Valid. I love to throw a chair. I remember I made you laugh like a lunatic when you said Wagon Wheel Watusi Batman when you were doing a Bane impression. Dude, it was very funny. Wagon Wheel Watusi. Caitlin, may each breath. Exactly. Thank you, Keith. If you're broke, just buy more money. Exactly, dude. Your room is updated. It's just the old room. I see you studied under Master Oogway as well. Hello, Derek. How are we? 29 points. Believe it. Life is pain. Not life is pain. Not life is pain. Okay? Don't believe that life is pain because that amplifies the pain so much more. Life isn't pain, guys. Life is ebbing and flowing and feeling all of the array of emotions and that being part of a full life, okay? And embracing that being part of a full life. It's hard, and sometimes you got to give yourself some time to just be like, fuck all of this shit, and it sucks, but We are all great in our own ways. And that's true. We all have so much to contribute, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Do you remember me? Because it's been a long time. I actually do, yes. If I desired cash, I'd pretend to be a fortune teller and with my cold reading skills. Honestly, good idea. You can make a lot of money. Caitlin, boring is a sign of a good life. I just hate that life is just so boring. I mean, dude, here's the thing. Life is very boring, but also I feel like being bored is a choice. No offense. And I don't mean this in a cruel or harsh way, but being bored is a choice. You got to get creative. When you're creative, you could draw, you could paint, you could do all these things, you could play video games, you could, like, life is boring, but also you need to be able to fill it yourself, you know? Yeah, you should write stuff. Keith should. I think he does. I don't know. Yes, please, I love poems. Oh, I love a poem. Feeling bored, smoke crack. Or smoke weed. Just kidding. I would never do that. I'd never. You have to tear a muscle to build it up. That's true. And that, I know that that's like something that gym bros say that you'd want to discredit, but that is a motif in life that's extremely consistent, is that usually things are painful before they get better, and that the growing that you do is painful. The growing is very painful, and that applies to when, you know, you're unfurling emotions and feeling things that you prior have not felt, you know? So don't encourage me to do it. I take it that I take advice. Don't encourage me to do that. I take advice. To do what? Wait, what? Yeah, make art, dude, because then you'll never be bored. Like, yeah, life has the highest highs and the lowest lows, but that's just a gift. And also, like, if it wasn't highs and lows and you were just only highs all the time, you wouldn't understand what the highs are, you know? The highs are in the everyday and in the appreciating everyone around you and everything you can do. And, like, the only way for you to have that kind of perspective is, like, kind of, you know, moving through life, and then you're like, wow, I miss when things were boring. I miss when things, like, I didn't enjoy this enough, you know? And maybe it's just kind of like maybe a lack of perspective. Again, this isn't saying anything about you specifically, but I didn't have that perspective when I was young. I was like, oh, it's just so boring. I'm so bored. But I'm like, wow, I miss when I was young and I could be bored. I miss when I was young and, like, I wasn't relied on for X, Y, and Z, or like going through XYZ pain. So no one appreciated health until they're sick. That's the other thing, is there's so much to be appreciative for. And I know that also is, like, very invalidating as well to someone who's sad, but it is also, like, being grateful for things is super, super helpful. Like, being grateful, it's, like, one of the best things you can do, you know? Boredom is made up, just math. That's how you stay happy. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know. Hopefully successful and maybe married. That would be cool. Positive thinking instead of thinking bad thinking. What? Damn, 2 days in a row, you're spoiling us soup. Thank you, Simply Spy. I happen to agree. I happen to agree that I'm spoiling you guys. How conceited. I just mean, like, I'm just excited to be, you know, feeling okay, you know? It feels nice to feel okay. It feels, and here's the thing, I'll give you an example, Caitlin. I watched your stream yesterday. I know, thank you so much for joining, by the way. Hey, guys, cut it out. That's not even on purpose. Also, hello, Brian. I'm glad you're back. I'm glad I didn't completely word you off like that. Don't be sad, be glad, life's rad, not bad. I mean, yeah, but we don't want to invalidate how people could be feeling, right? How does that happen, chat? Wait, what do you mean? She'll be gone for a while again. Listen, I'm working on it. I'm trying. No one appreciates normal cars until they see a Cybertruck. That too. That is a really great point, Derek. That is an excellent point for the chat. You should always feel okay. I mean, not everyone feels okay, and that's also fine. I saw a hairstyle today that was super freaking cute, and now I want to do it myself. but she doesn't have the same forehead that I do, so we'll see how it looks. Okay? Yeah, but what am I? Who am I to say all this advice? I'm a nobody 16-year-old who's awkward and anxious and recently had to leave the youth group I was with. I'm no big guy, but that's okay. But also don't say your age online. That's definitely something you should not do. But yeah, being 16 sucks, but being an adult is great. But guess what? All you have to do is just wait, you know? Like, just wait for your time, and life's gonna be good. Life is gonna be good. And then you're gonna be making money, getting bitches. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. Yeah, you're gonna be making money, getting bitches. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding. And also, I don't mean to perpetuate a toxic thing. That's totally a joke. That's not all there is to life. Trust. I'm totally kidding. And I don't mean to invalidate you either. But you're not a nobody. And you literally have your whole life ahead of you to do whatever you want. And you can do whatever you want, and you will. And it'll be good. And also, everyone's 16 and awkward. Like, everyone is awkward at 16. That's like... Being 16 is synonymous with being awkward. Like, everyone is like that. Do you think that I was like this at 16? It has taken so many times of failure, embarrassing myself. Oh my God, I have embarrassed myself so many times. So many times. When I was 16, 20, 25, 28, 29, 30, 35, 40. All ages that I have been. All ages that I have been. As Bob Marley said, no woman, no cry. Yeah. But also, cry. Also, you should cry. Mod, as fast as deleting these comments. Yeah, it's true. You don't want to be a 16-year-old, they peak in high school and become lame adults. A cool 16-year-old. A cool 16-year-old. Yeah. Caitlin, for my studies, the Bible spoke against it, but they chase your likings and have your beliefs. Wait, what? Is it bad to be gay and Christian? For my studies, the Bible spoke against it. Okay, so here's the thing about the Bible speaking against it. And this is fundamentally true. You can look it up. When it says in the Bible, a man cannot lay with another man, that's not the original translation. The original translation said, a man cannot lie with a boy. So meaning a young boy, someone young, is kind of more of what they meant. Not lying with another man. So it's okay to be gay. Even God says it's okay to be gay. Even Jesus says that. Jesus says, love thy neighbor. Jesus says, love thy neighbor. I embarrassed myself in the womb. There's levels to embarrassment. And guess what? I'm still going to embarrass myself. I'm going to embarrass myself here, and it's going to be awkward. I'm going to have awkward moments. I'm going to have weird things that happen. I'm probably going to have to apologize for being a fucking idiot at some point, but not always a fucking idiot. Sometimes I make a good point. Sometimes I'm wrong. What if you look like a boy? What do you mean? 16, dude, get yourself in shape, put together. All girls are sexy, beautiful, but they're not ugly. Getting with girls. Guys, I was kidding about that. Don't. No, the original translation literally speaks against a woman marrying a woman and a man and love them. No, that's not true. That's not true. The original translation did not say that. It didn't say anything about gay. It didn't say anything about it. It was about not lying with a child. That's what it was. Being gay is gay. It's good. Be gay. Everyone should be gay. There's literally nothing against it. I grew up Catholic. I used to see gay people in my church. People should be accepted for who they are. Like, if God never makes mistakes, then why do gay people exist? Do you think that they just what do you think? They're signing up for a more difficult life? What the hell? You know? Where they're discriminated against, where they get shit talked to them. Like, come on. Super, remember you were supposed to be Rudolph for Christmas? Was I? Really? I mean, probably. I wanted to do this Christmas, advent calendar where I was doing something different and silly every day. And I wanted to do an advent calendar of I don't know, maybe that might be kind of fun. Maybe I could do different shots of an advent calendar, but I don't like drinking. I'm not young like I used to be, you know? Soup, I know you're kidding, but it actually is very important for men's health and mental health. What is? I'm sorry, I didn't mean about the bitches thing. I was totally kidding about that. Don't make that be your only, not literally speaks against it. I'm gonna find the verse. Well, no offense, but I don't really trust a lot of people's ability to research things, especially now. No offense. That means nothing about you. It's about how things are. So what it says is the Hebrew phrase from Leviticus says 18:22, and with a male you shall not lie the lyings of a woman. It is an abomination. Rather than the modern English phrase, man shall not lie with man. The original text uses terms for male, woman, and wife. Opinion is a direct translation. Is Leviticus 18 mistranslated? Our Bible. So you know it's true. You know it's true. Well, you don't have to call them bitches. It can be in a respectful way. But I'm bitches. I can, listen, I can say that word. And also, especially if I'm doing it as a joke. You type fast, you should get a master's in journalism or something. Brian, I happen to agree with you. Okay, so there are 2 verses in Leviticus that mention this. You shall not lie with a male as one lies with a female. It is an abomination. Okay, that's the translation, right? Leviticus 20:13 says, if there is a man who lies with a male and those who lie with a woman, both of them have committed this act. They should surely be put to death. So here's the thing. If you lie with another woman, it's just as bad as lying with another man, is what the translation says. So, is that true? They're talking about it being a problem that it's like premarital sex. So, that's what the issue is. The rest have decided that those verses in Leviticus must be talking about a child because it fits their... Oh, there's no reason to believe that. We can't arbitrarily decide. I mean, okay, so maybe I found that out from somewhere else. Shared above the scroll. But also, who is this? I don't trust this person either. We can't arbitrarily... Zakar is not always used for male child. In fact, it's more often a male adult. So here's the thing. It's kind of difficult. This number is a link following the manner. Male. Mankind. Okay, it's kind of difficult to determine. But also, they're saying you can't just arbitrarily say that. It's not arbitrary if it also has been used. That doesn't make sense. It's not arbitrary. This pedophilia is because Hebrew word for man is the word for going to use man, child, or male of any age. So progressives are talking about, you know what, is not always the word for male child. Oh my god, I'm sweating. Oh my god, it's really hot. Oh my god. Okay, so just forgive me while I figure this out. But, what was I saying? Never heard of that one. Describes both men and women engaging in the same relation framing contrary to natural relations within the concept. Anyway, I'm sorry. I got tired of this conversation because I find religion very exhausting because I just don't agree with that. Because also, like, here's the thing, like, people were just writing shit back then because they were bored. Think about that also. Like, you know? Anyway, you influenced me to have a cup of soup. Oh, enjoy your cup of soup, Sarah. But okay, yeah, let me go back and read what you guys said. What does the Mormon Bible say? You baited me. I was looking for screaming. I'll be screaming at some point. This is my wife's account. She's actually a professional writer. She's written a lot of books to get rid of read overseas. Some books are dirty, millions of followers. Okay, period. Good for her. Your wife's awesome. Is the neediness a turnoff? Is neediness a turnoff? It depends. It depends on who it is. This is what I was looking for to describe both men and women engaging in relations. But someone said you can't just... So there was a word that was in the original translation that could mean male adult or male child. And it's been used in multiple different ways because language wasn't developed as much as it is now. And so they're saying that you can't just arbitrarily associate it with being a child or a man. But then if you're associating it with a man, then that's equally as arbitrary as associating it with a child. So it doesn't really make sense that they're saying that you can't just arbitrarily associate it. So that doesn't really make sense. Does that make... Are you guys with me? Because on both sides, it's arbitrary, you know? Dropping in to say hello, C. Torino. Sorry, my bad. I'm a Christian and don't like people misquoting the book I love. Well, here's the thing. I just don't think that there's anything wrong with being gay. And also, like, it's okay. Like, look, this is something that you love. I'm not going to shit on it. But I will say, I just think that your life being dictated by something that was written thousands of years ago, when they don't have the context that they have now, is unfair to you, because you should be able to live your life and have the life that you want to live, you know? But you were thinking of omnipotent being could have foreseen this being a debate in the future and put it in more plain language. Yeah, or they just didn't have the language that we have now to be able to explain these things. There's no greater hate than religious love. That's kind of true. Necklace, thank you, Muhammad. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's crazy. That's kind of how I feel. But that's all right. Can you guys still see me? Oh, okay. The obvious problem is man wrote the Bible. I mean, you're kind of onto something. I'm going to be honest with you. Here, let me put this on my nose. People of today shouldn't tell us what to do because of the 2,000-year... Yeah, exactly. But that was an interesting detour. What else should we talk about? The letter from Paul to the Romans criticizes Roman hedonism. That too, you know? Also, oh, hell, Plankton. What did I miss and what's on your nose? We were talking about religion, and it was like an interesting conversation, but yeah, if that's the case, like, that guy's logic makes no sense. Like, objectively, I'm not even trying to, like, have a narrative or anything, but he's like, you can't just arbitrarily associate it with... They're saying that that's incorrect. Like, progressives are saying that, and it's like, you have a narrative that you're also perpetuating right now, too, and you're not being objective about it. Progressive might be thinking that, but if that word can be associated with multiple different things, then it can also be associated with both. So we just genuinely don't know what the actual translation is supposed to be unless someone were to... Oh, you're out? Are you upset with how I spoke? That's okay if you need to go. Why is that on your nose? Because I want to make my nose smaller so I can fit into the beauty standards of today. So, yeah. And the Bible written by... Oh, I know that it wasn't written by one man, trust. I was Catholic for most of my life. Now I'm just agnostic because it just feels right, like it sits more right with me, because I don't think that this is entirely, like, here's the thing. This is the thing that I love talking about this, right? Oh, I thought that was, I thought someone passed gas. That's cute. Her nose grew. That means she's lying about all this. I'm not lying, but did I get to go to CCD? What's that? What's CCD? LOL, you're pretty insecure. Sometimes I'm insecure. Can I be human? Shit. Your nose is fine, Soup. I mean, I love my nose. I love my nose, but sometimes I like pinching it sometimes because I think that I like how I look a little more when I pinch it. But what was I saying, guys? And also, can I not be insecure? I'm a human. I'm not entirely immune to that. I mean, I'm not that insecure is kind of more of how I feel. Oh, thank you so much. Hot garbage. Is that what it said? Hot Rod's garbage. Thank you. Girl, I can make you believe in God again. Please. From some angels, I look like Indy Narvet. From angles. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. Wow, period. Good for you. That is a gift. And some people are God's favorite, truly. So if I got a nose job in 2020 and I used to have a dorsal hump. No, here's the thing. I've thought about it for a long time. Look, I've been made fun of for my nose since I was 12. So, oh, sorry, Caitlin. From some angles, you look like Indy Narvet. Me? Me? That is the best compliment I have ever gotten. Me? She's literally so gorgeous. Don't do it. You guys, really? I just feel like my face is harmonious like this already. Wait, you're from Spain? What part of Spain are you from? I studied abroad there. I love Spain. I lived in Sevilla at one point. What do you really do? I literally do this. Get a forehead reduction too. That's funny. She is going for the Rudolph look. I am in August. She's wearing that so she can fit through the standards dimension of a Target department store doorway. Wait, what? Literally same. I was always made fun of for having a big nose, and it used to kill me inside. Yeah, same. But then I was like, that's lame, looking like everyone else, you know. And I listen. No offense. I don't have any trouble, with how I look as it is. So. Going to Sevilla in November? Hell yes. I love Sevilla. Do I work at Subway? I don't. Why? So I can, because the smell or something? Faith explains what science has yet to answer. I don't know. To vomit? Insecurity is fine, I guess, but you don't really have to be pinching your nose. It's fine. Well, I know, but I like to do it. Let me live, okay? I also think it's a little funny. We're all adults here. We're all human. Exactly. But here's the thing about religion that I feel. I was atheist for a long time, right? And then there were just some things that continued to be very interesting. And look, I'm not going to believe in organized religion because that was created by humans. Why are we believing in something that other humans created, And you could say that there was a prophet, but also, there could have been the same prophets now, but no one listens, Or not even no one listens, but how do you know that this jerk-off is actually someone who's a prophet? You know what I mean? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my God, how cute. It's probably AI, but it's very cute. It's not my choice, okay? It's not my fault that it's also cute, okay? Shit. God will forgive me? Okay. But here's the thing. Full disclosure, I'm actually a platypus. Oh my God, you're crazy. I can't believe you're actually a platypus. That's so fucking insane. Thank you so much. 900. Oh my God, 900. Holy shit. Thank you so much, Hot Rod's Garbage. That's a lot. Thank you. The whole universe doesn't exist just so we can be in it. No, you're right. You're right, Brian Riley. You're right. That's true. However, there is something interesting about our specific solar system and where Earth is in relation to the solar system that I find very interesting. Polaris existing and being the brightest star at night, and then it also being right on the tilt. Okay, so the Earth is tilted, and this is the sun, right? The Earth is tilted, and then it moves around the sun like this, right? It moves around the sun. It's always tilted. For whatever reason, there's a star that is at the exact point of the tilt that's consistent around the sun, right? Around the sun. That's crazy. That there's a North Star that we can go by, that we can watch, that we could that we could navigate. That's so cool. You like, do you not understand? You missed my apology? Why were you apologizing? Beach, why were you apologizing? Bestie, don't worry. There is no need to apologize. You did nothing wrong. We can't have two Brians. It's me or Mr. Riley. Hey, hey, hey. There can be two Brians. Sorry. It's a common name. And it's a cool name. I like the name Brian. It's garage soup, not garbage. Oh, I'm dyslexic, guys. I am dyslexic. Junior high Spanish class, several points through the year that Toledo made my class swords, so it's Samurai Toledo. That's cool. That's cool. There are so many variables in the Cosmos Kappa, LOL. There are a lot of variables. There are. But that is an interesting one where humans were able to navigate for a long time using Polaris. That's cool. Never mind, I'm leaving, sorry. Well, you don't have to apologize, okay? You don't have to feel guilty. Don't worry, you didn't do anything wrong. We were having a very civil, understanding discussion. So I like talking about these things. But sometimes, I might offend when I try to experiment with like concepts and stuff. But if I offend in the meantime when I'm just trying to talk about concepts, like, I can't help that. I'm trying to explore ideas. This is pursuit of knowledge, sincerely. 23 degrees Polaris is an astronomical coincidence and definitely enabled navigation. Yeah, but how can you determine what's a coincidence? Can you also say that about, like, this is also something that I find a little interesting. It's a little funny, but bear with me with it, okay? Dinosaurs ruled the planet for 125 million years. I don't think you guys understand. Like, sometimes there's this we can't conceptualize how much 125 million years is unless we can really see it, we can really visualize it. But like typically people think that a million is like their go-to thought of it is like 10,000. That's how much they can typically conceptualize. Hello, welcome in. Polaris is not much help in the southern hemisphere. Fair enough. Yes, but at the same time, it still does exist. It's something that is helpful. Yeah. It's not very helpful in the southern hemisphere. But also, you saying it's a coincidence is also arbitrary, too. How do you not, and also, here's the other thing. 125 million years. How do you know that's true? Know what's true? About Polaris? This has been studied. This is what's it called? Empirical evidence. So this is evidence so empirical evidence, if you don't know, is evidence that continues to be studied and continues to be true, that we continue to build upon. So that's empirical. It continues. It's true. We were back to it. Yeah, God had to kill the dinosaurs because they were taking too long to invent beers and gambling. I mean, low key, that's kind of funny, and I kind of think about that a lot. That dinosaurs never evolved to become complex individuals, you know what I mean? Critically thinking individuals, Velociraptors were the size of turkeys, by the way, so they could bring those back. That's cool. But also, I don't want dinosaurs in my life, if I'm being honest, because, we're already dealing with enough. This is a Louis C.K. joke. I'm not stealing it, okay? Birds are dinosaurs. They never left. Well, kind of. Thumbs are more powerful than a million dinosaurs. Oh, thumbs? Really? No. Earth spawned humans to layer the crust with plastics. I think you're onto something. I think you're right. We don't know for sure. There's a chance dinosaurs were able to speak. Goodbye, Super. Watch some short films. Enjoy the short films. Report if you want to report back to any that you find that are really good, and please post them in our Discord. Because I love a short film. I love short film. Can't do anything we've done as humans without thumbs. True. That's true. How many damn movies do they need to make about how bad of an idea it is to bring them back? Yeah, right. And then also creating AI. We've also made a ton of movies about that, and then they're still continuing to make it. But also, what seems to be a theme is that AI really isn't capable of doing what they think it's capable of doing. And all of these like buzzwords are, and what people are worried about is like a fundamental misunderstanding of what AI is. And that's not anyone's fault. It's just that they're purposely trying not to tell you how it actually works so that you can be more scared. They want you to be more scared, but it's really not, it's not capable of doing what they say it's capable of doing, and they never will. It never will. So, but anyway, imagine if dinosaurs had super high-pitched, squeaky, annoying vocals. Yeah, right. They could, but I thought that there was something recently. Where they were able to find out the noise of a dinosaur or something. You know? You don't know shit. I actually do. I have an understanding of how AI works. I know you guys think I'm dumb, but I'd rather the return of dinosaurs than AI any day. I don't know. Well, no. Because I was thinking, I was like, oh, it might be kind of fun to go hunting, but then I was like, I don't want to kill anything. So actually, no. I think I don't want to kill anything. They found footprints next to dinosaur prints, and they were dated around the same time, meaning humans were there with them. I need some source material on that, because that's not possible. That's not possible. No offense, but that's not possible. A lot of people don't know that. Humans were not around during that time. There was an alien spaceship too. Oh, right. No, there weren't, Frank, for fuck's sake. That's what I was thinking. I was like, hang on. Hog Rider explained. I just had venison burger. Oh, venison. Venison? That is deer, isn't it? Oldest of the old is still around today, horseshoe crabs. Dude, horseshoe crabs are sick as fuck. Also, did you know that sharks are older than trees? Did you know that? Because I learned that and I was like, what? Sharks are older than trees, guys. Maybe they were aliens. Soupy, hello. But they were found, they found footprints, but they didn't. Where did you hear that? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh to be condescending. I apologize. Sometimes people are misinformed, and it's not anyone's fault, truly. It's not your fault. There were little mammals who lived in trees in dinosaur times. Yeah, that's true. I'm sure that there were mammals, absolutely. There were dinosaurs that were... Were dinosaurs... Were there any dinosaur mammals? That's interesting. Yeah, so there were mammals. Oh, a sloth. That's right. A sloth, I think, at one point was a mammal. A mammal that lived at the time. Yeah, there was I think that there was a sloth, a huge sloth that kind of, I think something like that, right? I think. Yo creo. Okay. Good night, Subi. Well, thank you so much for joining, even if you're here for a little. I appreciate your time here. I hope you have a great night. Venison isn't deer, it's cheap. Venison. It's not deer? What is it? What kind of meat is it? Saber-toothed tigers. Hello, calling in from Michigan, just retired after 9 years in the Navy. Oh my God, thank you for your service. I'm going to be working for Walmart and his assistant manager. Oh, fuck. You shouldn't have to work after serving in the Navy, in my opinion. Are mammoths dinosaurs? No. Mammoths were around while humans were around, I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think most laid eggs. You know platypus? Platypi? Platypus? I think platypus is the... Platypus is the plural for platyp... Hang on. Let me make sure. I like to get my facts right. Plural for platypus. Yeah. It's one of the first ones. Platypuses. Really? Oh my God, people are just getting dumber. This is what's happening. People are getting dumber and they just don't understand. Grammar is important. Grammar is important. Platypussy. Grammar is important, and I'm getting pissed off that people aren't understanding that grammar is important. Because platypus is used as a collective or invariant plural, such as sheep or fish. So sheep is plural, so is fish. Platypus, the standard widely accepted English plural. Guys, I know some of it is arbitrary, but some of it is important. And I feel like I would like to maintain a level of like, personally, maybe this is just the boomer in me, I don't know. But I find it annoying. I know that language evolves, but like, I think people should speak correctly. I don't know. Maybe this is something I need to flesh out in my head a little more to like make it make sense, but that's how I feel. Predator versus dinosaur. Humans need to hunt mammoths. Used to hunt mammoths. I'm pretty sure that they did. You can't trust the internet, bro. Dude, I know. Actually, yes, you can. You can trust the internet. And do you guys know how to determine what a real legitimate source is versus what isn't? Do you guys know that? Because this is how you do proper research on things. So if you guys don't, I'm happy to tell you, but you have to listen to me and not just like start arguing with me, because this is obviously something I know a lot about. Platypi is the plural. According to whomst? I never met a Jamie. A Jame? Cave paintings. Platypuses is the plural. I don't know, we're all getting different things. We're all getting different explanations. Is it platypi or platypuses? You should say platypuses. When people often say platypi, it is technically incorrect because the plural comes from the word comes from Greek, not from Latin. Oh, interesting. So platypus is the most common and accepted. Platypus often used as plural form in science and conservation. So the commonly accepted one is just because people don't understand grammar, but platypus is what the plural is in science. So I'm going to use it that way because that's really dumb. Like, I'm not just going to start saying things just because that's how everyone else does. Like, when people say it's aesthetic, it's aesthetically pleasing. It's aesthetically pleasing. That's not what the word is. It's not aesthetic. It's not the purpose of the word. The aesthetically pleasing is a secondary word. Let me find. Anyway, I don't give a shit. I'm over it. But it pisses me off. Say platypi sounds the best. Well, that's technically incorrect, so I'm not going to do that. I suppose aliens created the dinosaurs as an experiment, or around conducting their experiments left footprints, and then they died. We came later. That's how I view it, yeah. Aliens created dinosaurs. Sure, yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, I think so. In Scotland, these were around in dinosaurs' time too. Platypuses sound so sloppy, doesn't it? Yeah, and it's also like the commonly more accepted term, and it's because like younger people are not as educated as like their elders, which is a new thing. So we don't spell it like that, Wally. I've never met a Jamie. What? Cave paintings. Did you know also that cave paintings were mostly women? So art really kind of derived from women to begin with? I find that so interesting. But anyway, Earth is in space, therefore we are all astronauts. Well, we're kind of all aliens in a way, you know? I mean, or who created the dinosaurs? It has been the same thing that created us. Or maybe we were created by other beings and we were their experiment. Or it could just be all arbitrary and not mean anything. I'm open to that as well. I think just kind of accepting that like you just don't know is kind of the most comforting thing, because there could be something, but then there could also not be anything. And you kind of have to be able to find solace in that, because regardless, it's like, you know, do you remember before you were born? You don't. And that's probably what it's going to be. And then you get to experience all of life. You get to experience all of life. You get to experience the universe. What a gift. You get to be alive. Being alive is such a gift. Being alive is such a gift. I love living. You get to see trees. Are you fucking kidding me? Do you know how many people don't exist that have existed or could have potentially existed? Do you ever think about that? And then you get to live? So many women are getting their periods and passing eggs that could have been people, and so many men are jerking it, and all of those could have been people too. So many billions of people that could have existed. Billions and trillions and quadrillions. That's fucking sick. And then you get to live? You get to live now when there's probiotics? You get to live now? That's fucking sick. It's cool to live, guys. Pogzilla, literally. You get to live. Anyway, you can debate on what created the common ancestor, but all evidence points to all living things on Earth coming from a common ancestor. That's true. Agreed. I can agree with that. Did you have a bandage, or I just fell from you and I'm hurt? I lost 1 million people today. Gross. Didn't need to hear that, but you guys know what I mean. Makes you want to run outside and do all kinds of stuff. And you should, safely, of course. But yeah, enjoy the grass, the feeling of being outside, and enjoying pain. Like, pain is an essential part of life. Not enjoying it. You don't have to enjoy it, but also just being like, this happened so then I could also have goodness also. Like, pain is purposeful so that you can also have the goodness, and the goodness is purposeful so that it's, look, yin and yang exists and is as popular as it is for a purpose, you know? What is your name, or can I just call you mine? My name is Soup. In addition, of course, the fungi were here millions of years prior, and the spores of fungi make excellent little spaceship. And so here's the thing, Matt. I just thought that you guys would think that I'm in psychosis with my thoughts about fungus. But here's the thing. There are 3 kingdoms mostly that we know about, right? So there's the animal kingdom. There's the plant kingdom. I think it's called something else. But then there is also the fungi. The fungi kingdom. It has its own kingdom. Do you know that animals... So shrooms are fire. Also, hello, Sly. When touch some dirt, bruh. Wait, what? It's hot in there and there's no grass, just dirt and things that poke you. No, thank you. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I apologize for not introducing myself. My name is Matt. I'm from Colorado. It's okay. It's okay. You can just jump in. No worries. I am a 2nd generation metaphysical. I am a writer and a songwriter. Oh my God. And a poet, logician, and a linguist and a biochemist. Oh my God. How do you have time to eat? But yeah, I think about this all the time. My name is Matt. I'm from, my background is computer science, but I'm retired and a writer. Dude, that's sick. Congrats on being retired. Magic mushrooms are quite an experience. Salute to fungi. So that's also such an interesting thing. Wait, can you guys still see me, or is it... What's going on? Noah's Ark even making sure you grabbed a male and female of the species is not assured. Yeah, but also, like, you guys can see me. Okay. Fungi kingdom goes crazy. It really does. But I think about this all the time, about how fungus has its own, like, it's so complex. Fungus has so many variations and has existed so much longer than humans have existed, and long before dinosaurs. They were probably the first things here on Earth, or like were developed here. And like, people are talking about aliens or whatever. I know that this sounds very silly, but I'm just kind of, some things just kind of like make sense a little bit. Like, if we're talking about a big man in the sky, I'm allowed to think like interesting things about fungus, right? I'm allowed to think that. I'm allowed to think that it's interesting. I don't actually, this isn't my religion, right? Like, I'm not going to write a book. I'm not going to tell people to salute me. And I'm also like, I also don't subscribe to this either. It's just an interesting thought experiment, sincerely. Like, don't get crazy about it, trust. Therefore, it happened than trying to replicate creating organic life in a laboratory from chemistry, and they cannot achieve it. Interesting. Common ancestor theory, technically known as recreation theory, has many issues with it. Recreation theory has many issues with it, and their idea of what it's called, Luca, has impossibilities and issues with it. Interesting. Was my point above Noah's Ark is an impossible allegory? Of course. Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a very silly one. That was just one that they wrote for fun, you know? That was just a fun one, guys. That was for the culture. I think it was the conscious intention of the source releasing mathematics and physics through the quantum field of the physical universe that said it all in motion, basically a blueprint for design. Interesting. Interesting. The fact that we exist and have the consciousness and see the sun and stars as just magnificent and unbelievable a story as a story of God and Jesus. Yeah, interesting. Foot fungus ain't no good. Super cringe. So cringe. Foot fungus is so cringe. Fungi is more alien than aliens are portrayed, controlling bugs and shit. The flood really happened. It did not. Bestie diva. Did not happen. Dang, you're so low-key. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, 10 Wooms. 10 Wumbo? Wombology? I have a Boston accent, don't mess with me. Okay, Boston. The three kingdoms are plant, animal, and mineral. The fourth kingdom is fungi. Oh, minerals. That's right. That makes sense. I thought that there were 4. I had a feeling that there were 4. Have you seen the documentary Fabulous Fungi? If you haven't, you would love it. I fuck with that. I'll do that. The flood is actually science, bro. Is it? I don't know. Well, a lot of shit you just kind of used to happen in the world. Like, apparently, Homo sapiens. Ruh-roh, what'd you do? Hi, hello, welcome in. Just try not to spam. Be careful. You'd be correct, Rhino, but I'm not gonna confirm or deny. Actually, I just did. We're floating on the back of a turtle. Yeah, that's from something. Hey, bots are coming. Wait, why are bots coming? I don't want bots. Why do people talk and nothing really ever seems to accomplish that seems to get accomplished in that environment is going to hell? And the environment is going to hell. Because people in power care way too much about money. And it doesn't serve them to help the world. Silky hair said, thank you. Yes, we can see you. Oh, thank you. That was from a bit ago. Are you familiar with Terrence McKenna? I am not. Sup, Milkman? Hello, Mr. Bilbino. How are we? The Halo Flood. We're talking about the Halo Flood, actually. God, I want to play Halo. Halo's fun. You know what's also really fun? I really want to play zombies. Might be fun. What do you guys think about a weekly zombies playing with members? I got to do that. Maybe I'll be consistent and actually do it. Guys, thoughts? Just said hi. Why you banned me? It's not. You're not banned. It just was a timeout. We get a lot of people, spamming in chat. So if you do it too quickly, are you a gamer yourself? I dabble. Just kidding. I've been playing since I was a child. I play a lot of video games, but I'm not good. Ask me to be good? How dare you? But I have been playing since I was a child, but I was just the younger sibling, so I'm not as good as my brother, But now I'm the best. I'm the best at video games. Too dark of a joke. Anyway, too dark. I do think it's funny. I kind of like making jokes like that only because I like seeing how uncomfortable people get, because they're like, should I laugh? I don't know what to do. Because I think it's funny. But other people are like, careful with that voice chat is all I'll say. Yeah, I know. You guys get crazy. I vote for a weekly Beat Saber. Brother, me too. I miss Beat Saber very much. Have you seen the documentary about DMT, the spiritual molecule? I haven't, but I am very interested. What happened to your brother? My brother passed away. It was very sad. Horrific. In 2025, when it was the worst year of my life. BuzzFeed top 1 saddest gaming moment. I'm currently playing Fallout New Vegas. My wife is playing Zelda Wind Waker. That's so fun. What a dream couple. I want that so bad. Human sense of sight, the structure of our eyes, the brain interpreting signals to create the image evolved probably for survival, seeing prey, danger, mobility, yet enable us to view the stars. It's so cool. Where are my cookies? I didn't come back. I didn't promise that. There was no promise from me about cookies. Sorry, creation theory. Oh, I don't know. I don't believe in creationism, personally. I'm sorry, Soup. Why are you sorry? Oh, no, it's okay, Tony. Why are you sorry, Tony? Wait, why are you sorry? Anywho, I meant, like, what happened to him because that matters, you know? Oh, yeah. It was a sad event. I just don't want to talk about it. Oh, you're sorry. Well, thank you. It's okay. Don't worry. It is what it is, and it was sad. And that's it. So, you know. Hi, Soup. I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you so much for joining again. Quacker suckle? What is that? Can you wiggle your nose like the lady on Bewitched? No. I think she's very cute for that, though, but, you know, we're different people, you know? Got a new room? Not really. This is the old room, but remember to like the stream. Thank you, Flossabot. I'm playing a water park simulator. That's fun. It's hectic, funny disaster. That's fun. My mom passed away a couple years ago. I'm sorry for your loss. That shit is no joke. That's the saddest, in my opinion. What is? But anyway, going back to fungus, because I love this conversation. It's just so interesting. It's so interesting. Because I think fungus has been here before literally everything. So, like, what's not to say that these shits aren't, you know, very intelligent, more intelligent than we could ever comprehend. And why can't they be aliens? You know? They're so foreign to us and we literally don't know how they work at all. And we never will. But it is very interesting, you know? I find that interesting. Conscious is primary, all is one. The consciousness manyness is the openness attempt to know itself, which is the prime directive of existence, the creator trying to know itself. So interesting. Yeah. You sound like you have read The Artist's Way. Have you read that? It's really great. It's really great. I love The Artist's Way. I haven't finished it. I want to finish it. It's just very difficult for me to do it. Fungus is the OG. Humans are the aliens to this planet. That's the thing. Humans are well, we're not really aliens. We're definitely native to this planet. We were made here. But, yeah, fungus can survive just about anywhere and everywhere. Literally. I could totally see fungus as an alien. That's kind of like my thought about it. I think it's just fun to think about. Please trust, don't think that this is like, you know, how things are. Like, don't go into like psychosis. Please trust that this is just fun to think about. I don't know if it's true, obviously. It's just fun to think about. Don't get too serious into this because it also could be nothing, you know? It also could be nothing. Even in cold. Is it pillow talks? Wait, what do you mean? Pretty sure we are all in a simulation anyway. I don't think we're in a simulation. I don't think it's a simulation. Infinite number of chances we are in a sim versus one that is real. I don't think we're in a simulation. I don't think that personally, that's not how I feel. You're very interesting and intellectually stimulating to talk to. I enjoy your live stream. Most people just say hello and talk to people and chit chat. I mean, I kind of do that too. I like thought experiments like this. It's really fun. What's your Snapchat? I don't have Snapchat, but if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can. CUPPA_SOUP. Overdoses are kind of sad. Overdoses are extremely sad. I think that people really shame, like, kind of how people view someone who overdoses is like, the point of view about it is so heinous. And anyone that judges someone for being an addict is really horrific, sincerely. Because do you think that you're immune to addiction? Like, there's a reason why people continue to go back to it. It's literally the purpose of it. Like, it's made for the purpose of being addictive, to manipulate your brain so that you keep coming back to it. That's literally why it's made. So, like, do you think that everyone is immune? Like, do you think that you're immune because you're special? It's just because you haven't tried it yet, you know? And I hope you never do. I hope you never do, sincerely. It would make no difference if reality was simulated. It's our reality, as real as it gets. That's the other thing. When people start thinking about different realities, just don't, because you still have to pay your bills regardless. You still have to, like, exist regardless. What's the point of, like, chasing this thing? There's no reason to. You know, you're still in this reality regardless. So, like, make the best that you can for yourself in this reality. And then there's Rupert Sheldrake, who came up with this, with morphogenic field theory, basically the 100th monkey, or unifying consciousness among species. Interesting. Most geniuses that lived did drugs. To an extent, but also just, you have to be conscious of how this will affect you, you know? And also, I'm not going to support people doing drugs, you know? Like, I'm not going to say to do that. I'm not going to do that, you know? But judging people for doing drugs is crazy. Like, don't do that. And people who die from overdoses and judge them is really heinous. They're dead. They died. How are you judging them? How are you They're already dead. And their family is sad that they're not there anymore. They're dead. It's so fucked up. It's so gross. How people talk about this loved one of someone. And how they deserve it. Well, they were asking for it. Blah, blah, blah. Why didn't their family help? Do you think that their family didn't want to help? Do you think that? Just don't judge people. Literally. Are you unfamiliar with the word logician? I think I am. I would imagine it has to do with logic. The UK is so dry. Anyone can fall into despair. They just might not have been born into it. Period, Brian Riley. That part. Not my quote. Don't remember where I can't forget. People who die from lung cancer die of shame. And that's sad. Like, people just shouldn't, like, when things are created so that so that you're addicted to it, so that you continue to buy something, it's not anyone's fault that they're addicted to it. That's the whole purpose of it being made. Like, I watched, what's it called? It's called Dope Sick. It was like kind of a documentary thing. It was really sad. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it was about this piece of shit, the Purdue family, disgusting wealthy family. And they created, They created that. And Terrence, what was it? Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's so true. Wait, what is? By the grace of God. By the grace of what? Love them in how you remember your time with them. Yeah. Dope Sick was a great series. It was a really great series. Yeah, they're massive scumbags. Massive scumbags. Oh my God, disgusting. And then I can't ever defend a billionaire because they do shit like that all the time. And then they're like, well, but you're just not me, so I'm just gonna keep doing it. Pieces of shit. Addiction is just, is such a sad thing to fall into. I hope that people who suffer from addiction find peace. I hope so too. I really genuinely do. And the heroic dose of what is 5G of mushrooms. And he says to do it in your bedroom in the dark, and mushrooms will speak to you, and that they told him some pretty badass stuff. Interesting. I do think that people really need to be careful about mushrooms and taking them too often, though, because it can cause psychosis. So just, you really got to be careful, okay? Just don't take these things lightly. I suggest not taking them on your own and to take them with a therapist. So, like, if you ever do, I just really suggest that, because you can take too much of it. You really can, and it can, like, I understand the benefits, but it can really, you can take too much of it, and it can, like, it's not addictive in properties, but it can be addictive in terms of how good it'll make you feel. So you really have to be careful with everything that you do. You can't do something too much. So just please, like, heed my warning with this. I beg of you, please. You can, like, taking it, I understand, but please take it in the right environment, and please don't take it all the time. Don't take it every day. Don't. And also, technically, if you are seeing hallucinations, you're technically overdosing. You're not supposed to see anything. You're supposed to, if you're microdosing, you're not supposed to see anything. That's not how microdosing works. So just, that's all. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna get off my soapbox. You misunderstood creation theory. That's a technical name that has nothing to do with religion. It has to do with the creation of life. Oh, I see. Okay, makes sense. Have I done mushrooms? No. Looks like hey guys, hey, while that might be true, chill. Even weed can cause psychosis. It absolutely can. And also, I think weed should be, I think it is 21 plus, right? I don't think beginning to smoke weed at a young age is good. I don't think that either. I think it can cause psychosis when you might not have had it otherwise. And when you're in your 20s, you're kind of mostly fully formed in terms of, like, your frontal lobe for the most part. So you really, please don't start smoking weed when you're too young. Like, please, just, I beg, please. Take care of yourselves, because you could easily just set up the rest of your life in a very negative way, okay? So just be careful, you know? I had weed induced psychosis for real. It's real, and you really have to be careful. I'm sorry that happened to you. That was probably so scary. Started at 16. Well, I mean, as long as you're okay, you know, I'm sorry that you experienced that. That's probably so scary and sad. There's what was it? But I feel like I was going to say, Dope Sick. So about Dope Sick, yeah, the Purdue family is massive pieces of shit. And they also, so here's what I was going to say. That in the beginning of the show, they literally talk about how they invested so much money in trying to create the most addictive drug possible. And then they made Oxycontin or whatever. What the hell? Wait, what? When you were 9? Oh my goodness. You were so stuck up, period. I am. What are you going to do about it? She isn't even slightly stuck up. I mean, you can think that about me. I don't care. I don't care. I think that. I encourage you to. Started at 16, went to, everything went to shit. Now I'm clear of all of that. The weed is not the same as 2000. That's also true. I'm so sorry you went through that. I'm so glad that you're okay now. And I wish you healing and peace from now on, you know. What was it? I started smoking at 17, but I was messed up and it saved my life. But if I wouldn't tell someone else to do it. That's the thing. Sometimes it can be really healing. Like for people with PTSD, it's very helpful. Like, look, I'm going to be very candid. I have a lot of flashbacks right before I fall asleep. And, you know, weed really helps a lot. So I get a lot of, I get these really, anyway, I can't think about it. Anywho, entertain my thought coming up, but believe nothing. Terrence McKenna. You want to write that one down? Honestly, that's how I feel. That's how I feel all the time. I like entertaining thoughts, but like I'm not believing any of this shit. That's exactly how I feel. The next suck, you fucking suck, okay? You fucking suck, dude. Fuck you. That was the best basketball anyone has ever seen of all time. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? Those were the best fucking basketball games. This is still so funny to me. Those were the literal best basketball games ever of all of basketball. Yes, understanding you, not your thoughts is very important. That too, also, you know. Backwards hat, yeah. So I can display my forehead. It's like a window to my forehead. What do you think? Gen Z acting up. Wait, who? Are you talking about me? I'm 45 years old. Calm down, Ben. Oh, where's the person who called me stuck up? Where are you at? Stuck up. Who said I'm stuck up? Great show. You are so stuck up nasty. Cinch, are you back? Oh, dang, you just left. We could have had a discussion. I like when people come in hot. Coming in hot, and then I like to just you were 36 yesterday. I was 36 yesterday. Today I'm 41. What do you know about life for real? Me? What do I know about life? I don't know. 45, hell no. Maybe. You're on fire today. I love it. Well, thank you. Does a linguist... I can tell you a simulation theory is incorrect. Do you mean as a linguist? The reason is a simulation is representing and replicating something else. True. I just don't, that's just not what I subscribe to, and I think it's just a little ridiculous to view it as a simulation. And, I don't know. She knows a lot. I know some things. I'd say Kappa is 27. Could be. I was 27 yesterday. I was 27 the other day. Today I'm 41. Hey, Brian. So to be a simulation, there would have to be another planet in Earth, planet Earth and humans. Yeah, but we just can't see it because of like different dimensions or whatever. I think she's 30. She's capping. I could be 30. She's 19. I could be 19. I'm glad you've made it into my sim. Well, thank you. I'm glad you guys are all in my sim too. Kappa is a spy. Imagine. I never went to school. That's okay. Simulation is the wrong word, but the concept is probably correct, that higher levels of reality are multidimensional, and we are the lowest level in physical, therefore. Interesting. She's backwards capping, yeah. See my whole forehead. Gotta go soup. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day, and thank you for being here and being present. I appreciate it. Reality is that hit by a truck hurt. Yeah. Now you're looking good. Nothing fake about my life except my car insurance. Okay. Murder of crows. That's so cool. If you were on a different dimension as a being, or let's say traveling out of body, you could say that planet Earth and humans are not really real, but that's definitely not a simulation. True. Hello, Vicky Clark. Thank you so much for being a member. Appreciate you. Drop a bowling ball on your foot and tell me it's a simulation, LOL. But like, also that pain could also be simulated hypothetically if we're talking like thought experiment wise, you know. I agree, insurance paying for something hope will never be, yeah. Cup of hat, exactly, Derek. Drop a ball, yes. Where's Derek? Right there, right after you. That's so funny that you said, where's Derek? And then he's right there. Unless you guys are the same one. Are you guys the same? Are you guys buds? Do you guys know each other? Insurance paying for something, yes. Cameron, whereabouts you from? Cameron, who's Cameron? Is there someone in chat named Cameron? I do love the name Cameron. Scotland forever. Scotland. I've been to Scotland. Have I told you this? Have I told you guys this? You heard about this? You heard about this? Who is, what was that, impression of? Tell me. I'm Dundee. The metrics. The metrics. So I train my mind in logic, but I have a huge heart, and as I said, a spiritual nature, so I'm sort of balanced, you might say. Logic plus love plus intuition is a winning education, period. Good for you, King. I play all the simulation games, and we can't be a sim in a sim, otherwise I'd actually be successful. Yeah, imagine you're like Jerry from Rick and Morty, that's what it was. So what's the story on the necklace you're wearing? So my grandpa had a mistress. And then they were together until they both died eventually. They never got married, but so she died, and now I have her necklaces, and I have all her jewelry. So that's what it is. Hey, welcome in. What's up, Jesse? I had logic in some philosophy classes. It's interesting how logic doesn't mean something is logical. Yeah. Logic is so interesting. Did you also do, like, fallacies, and then also, like, it was kind of math related. You had to, like, do, like, a 1, and then a 2, and then like, there was a way that it worked. It was very interesting. Did I pay attention? Sort of. I did okay. I think I got, like, a B. Didn't do great. She did a fit check earlier? Yeah, I did it. Sure, I did a fit check. What a heartwarming story. Reminders for you, fabulous fungi documentary. Roger that, thank you. Yeah, Derek! Derek might be busy, that's okay. I love a syllogism. Syllogism, what's that? A syllogism? Is that a real word? Banished to Jerry Burry. Literally, oh my god, I would love to go to a soup Burry. Dude, it's so funny. I had a logic and philosophy class. Philosophy is also super interesting. In one of my philosophy classes, they did ask if... So here, I'm going to pose you a question. What if you were able to be in a simulation and nothing is different than how things are, but in reality, like, so you have a choice of between, like, choosing a simulation or choosing reality. And choosing the simulation, it's pretty much exactly the same. Your family isn't affected. Everything is exactly the same. You know, if you have any questions, you can keep asking. But so that's one choice, right? Is being in the simulation. But and anything can happen. Any kind of possibilities. You'll achieve your dreams if you like work hard. Like, and you can't tell the difference between it being a simulation and then also reality. You can't tell the difference. But in reality, it's guaranteed that you'll never achieve your dreams. You'll never achieve success. You'll never achieve X, Y, and Z. What would you choose? Go ahead. Discuss. Just as I got here for a fit check, she got up and turned on the fan. Good enough to count as a fit check. Well, I guess, yeah. You choose simulation. Okay. Keep asking. Keep answering. I also might have butchered some of, like, the nuances of this question that I was asked in class, but I'm not sure. Let's see if I can use this helmet while we're talking about philosophy, so I'm not balding. There we go. It's on. One day I will run into a wall with this thing on and see if it'll break. I think that would be really funny. 100K, how about that? 100K, I'll run into a wall and see if it'll break. I see that happening in the future where people dive into more realistic sims to compensate for not doing it in real life. I mean, I would do that as I got older, you know? Like, I'd rather be in a simulation when I'm like really old and then like living becomes very difficult, you know? I don't know. And then I'm already losing it? I don't know. Mad Hatter, thank you so much for the 2 jewels, Mad Hatter. I appreciate it. A wheelchair? Why do I need I don't need a wheelchair. I can stand up and have a helmet. What are you talking about? A prequel Jedi. Oh. Do I look like a Jedi? Do I look very Jedi to you? I'm a Jedi! Do I trust a simulation admin? You can trust, you'd trust the simulation admin. It is like the most optimal situation for being in a simulation. LOL wheelchair. I'm back. Welcome back, Caitlin. That's a good public service announcement. If you have any type of mental health issue, you should not do hallucinations unless microdose. Literally, you really need to be very careful. Well, I think you're missing some details about reality in the simulation. Have you heard this question before? What do you mean? What questions do you have? When the sim ends, do I come back to reality? Where do I leave off, or no? It would be like the same thing as like past, like it would be your lifespan would be as long as like it would be in reality, you know. So there literally wouldn't be any difference. So like when you pass away in the simulation is the same way that you'd pass away IRL, you know. So they're pretty much equal in that way. Does that make sense? Would you prefer Jedi or wizard? A wizard with a helmet. A wizard with a helmet. Interesting. I don't know. I could be a wizard with a helmet. That'd be cool. Like a chess wizard or whatever, right? Grand wizard? Master. It's a chess grandmat. A wizard is something else, right? Anyway, let's not talk about what that is. What are the key points of each one? What do you mean the key points? Key points of what? Jedi, 100%. Thank you. What did I just come back into? I'm balding, so I'm trying not to bald. My mushy answer, the harder my simulation IRL, the easier my decision is to go simulation. So you prefer going simulation? Mm-hmm. There's a fine line between chess and... Dude, literally? Yeah, why did they have that? Also, kind of corny. Like, you guys are calling yourself wizards? You guys are so goofy. That's silly. Like, they were in the 60s, they were like, what should we call ourselves? Or 60s or like whenever they started to do whatever it is, the horrible things that they do. They were like, wizard. You fucking goofy asses with your discrimination and disgusting pieces of shit. But anyway, I see your resume that you were a wizard for 5 years. Yes, indeed. I was a wizard for 5 years. If that's for balding, I'm going to need a link for that ASAP. Well, good thing the link doesn't exist anymore. A little scared about that. Lizard gang, truly. 45? I am 45 years old. If my crappy life is sure to remain craptastic, the simulation world would give me more enjoyable existence. It would. It would. A lot of short films. I watched a lot of short films. Hell yeah. Any good ones that you liked? You need a white hood. Well, yeah. Of course, I know that. I don't, and I will never wear that. This isn't in celebration, okay? I need you to know. I'm fundamentally against everything that they do, okay? Just let that be known, because people like to misunderstand things on purpose. LSD and have the core molecular elements, the bond neurons and lack key system perfectly. Yeah. 45. What the fuck? Yeah, I'm 45 years old. What about it? What's the benefit of the simulation? Like, if nothing changes, what's the difference between simulation and reality? So the benefit of the simulation is that you get to enjoy your life, and you get to see yourself possibly succeed in the way that you want to, you know? It's not guaranteed in the simulation. You have to work. It would be as if you earned that success, you know, in the same way you would IRL. There was one called, and it was actually the peak short films I'll probably ever watch. That's cool. They're all temporary except for float around for years. If you won't trip, then you After Effects called Flashback. Oh, interesting. What is that? What's what? Which thing are you talking about? Because I have a few. Would you rather eat chocolate or cake? Good one, user. Hilarious. Is there a sign on bonus or something? No, I'm not recruiting. It's just like, if you, like, let's say, like, at birth, you're like, should I simulate or should I not? Should I live in reality? What is cake and what is not the same thing? Sometimes I'm good at those what is cake videos, and then sometimes I'm really not. You're not making sense. So then ask me a question so that it can make sense. What is not making sense to you? It's too late for me, IRL, which is why I choose simulation. Baby, LOL. Are you doing some mental rewiring? Yeah. 2 shots of simulation at 6 months, and then your next 2 shots at 12 months? So you can, yeah, they do shots of, yeah. A single therapeutic dose is like one rate of curing autism. Oh, that's cool. Do they cure baldness in the sim world? Sure they do. Are there goth baddies in the simulation? Yes, as many as you want. Yes, it's literally, well, it's not like heaven, okay? It's like, it's simulating life, you know? So, like, there might be goth baddies, but they might not be into you, like, or they might be into you. It really depends on you, you know? Has anyone been to the ward? Anywho, wait, let's be careful about that. I don't want the conversation to kind of go into that. What's your favorite country you visited looking for recommendations for my next trip? My favorite, probably Spain. I love Spain so much. Entertain any thoughts but believe in nothing. True. I love how you got the goth baddies question and you were like, it's not heaven, guys. And I meant that. And I meant that, okay? Are there men who value women and don't cheat in the simulation? Yes, there are. There are also men who don't cheat here, okay? My dad's one of them. What is radiating your cranium? It is laser hair, so I can get more hair on my head because I am balding. That's true. That's entirely true, and I refuse to let it happen. So I'm actually going to take care of my hair, trying to keep as much hair as possible. This is peak female form, and thank you for saying that. I'm glad you brought it up. This is peak female form. This is the cost of being beautiful. I am not my thoughts. I am the watcher of my thoughts. True. So, yeah. So do you guys, how my philosopher professor said it. What's up with the nose clip? Just pinching my nose. That's why, it's why we're here, Allie. Wait, what? It's peaking. That's why we're here. When you got the options to change your video game character's outfit for the first time. What weird shit can I put on this fucking thing? That's such a... Derek, yet again, you know what? I'm gonna... Even without the context, I'm going to pin this. That's so funny. What do you think about that? I love how you got the goth baddies question. Guys, it's not heaven. You can't just have 75, goth baddies or whatever. The bald thing with goth girls is a big draw. Huge draw. If I had to guess, I would say you're 27 years old. Could be. If you're not 46, I could believe 36. Could be 36. If aliens found a record of this, they would think you're a strange new bird species. Either that, or they would think that I'm one of them. Because don't I look like an alien a little bit right now? If you're 46, what's Jenny's number? 8675309. 8675309. Tell me in wrong that you're 23. Skibbity or some shit. Do a droid impression. Woo! That could either be Toad or R2D2. So you're welcome. Wiggle your nose. My nose actually does twitch when I blink. It's true. She's 23. The distance between your eyes is a genetic anomaly. You probably have some cool ass alien DNA in you. I probably do. That'd be cool. That was pretty good. You guys liked my impression of Toad and or R2-D2? I just joined. Can you fill me in on your lore? There's so much lore. There's so much lore. Does someone else want to do it? That nose twitch was forced. It really wasn't. How's that? It's been since I mean, my mom is the one who told me about it. I didn't even know. Genetically, you're probably about 1 in 6 million. I met someone else who also has this, so I don't know. It's probably not that special. Soup jump scare. Get your hands out of your pants. Get them out of there. Okay? Jesus doesn't like that. And Jesus is always watching. Just like Santa. Coincidence? You gotta subscribe Ultimate. I promise it's worth it. Subscribe Ultimate. Like Smash Ultimate? On my way. She's a murderer of crows. That I am. That I am. When aliens land on Earth, you have been voted to be the first one to make contact for the sake of the world. Honestly, I think I could. I think I could, and I think I could, like, rizz up the aliens. How do you know I was touching it? Get them out of your pants. Stop it. Your darling? Oh, my way? Oh, my way? Hello, my darling. I exist. Your darling, am I? Not so sure. We can start with what's on your head. Well, so I'll start with, I'm balding. And so this is me trying to prevent myself from balding. Because alas, androgenic alopecia has caught another one. You know? So, that's where we're at. Androgenic alopecia has taken another victim. So here I am. Take me to your leader, beep boop. Exactly. Do you want to know what's also on my nose? It's to pinch my nose, but it also, anyway. But yeah, I think my heaven would be goth baddies, if I'm being honest. Derek! Oh no! Flossabot! It's because you said forehead. We need to make the punishment for forehead a little less, harsh, you know? Imagine it just makes your forehead grow hair. Well, I think that's kind of the goal, right? Because so right, it's supposed to be like boom, boom, boom. So this is where it's like it's just like a little bit off, really. But it can make all the difference, but it's just like a little bit bigger. But apparently this is how big it's supposed to be because it's supposed to be balanced here. It's supposed to be balanced here. But also blow me because who fucking cares? You know what I mean? Red light swells your brain. I don't think that's true. How do you know that, bow tie? Is that true? I don't think that's true. Are you really balding? Yes. I have androgenic alopecia. That's true. Right, I'm going to bed. Good night, people. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a great night. Derek keeps those monsters under my bed away. I want Derek to keep those monsters under your bed there. Okay? 5 head. Could be. Could be. You're my future wife. I don't know about that. 5 head. I just realized my comment made no sense. No, it's okay. I mean, no, I mean, you're not wrong. I mean, this is technically still my forehead. I want more hair on my forehead. That's like the whole thing, you know? So you're right. You are correct. Use curse? I do curse a lot, yes. Come on, read, learn, teach. Do not obey the elites who try to leave us like shells. Who do whatever they want, fight it, push through it, don't lose to despair. Hope always wins. Hope does always win. It really does. Bosley still around? Who's Bosley? Oh, Bosley, that's right. No, I don't know. Would you prefer to date an alien or a goth baddie? Goth baddie, easy. What kind of question is that? What kind of music do you like? Oh, a lot. I have a rather eclectic taste, as you can probably imagine. She's mine, bro. Looking like this? Also, no. Also, don't you have a girlfriend? What's wrong with you? Rogaine works. I don't want to use minoxidil because I don't want to, it probably feels weird and I wouldn't like it. Would you rather date Brayden or Aiden? I'd rather a gun, actually. Thank you. Brayden? Isn't that fuck-ass kid, clavicular named Brayden or something? I don't have a girl. Where'd you get that? I thought you were... Or maybe your name kind of looks like someone from yesterday. So maybe I made the mistake. What is my star sign? I have, I live and I am all ages and no ages all at the same time. Would you rather date Clavicular or Andrew Tate's brother? I'm not kidding when I say I would rather, like, I would rather put toothpicks under my feet, under my toenails, and then kick a wall. I'd rather do that and then just bleed out, and that would take weeks than date either of them. Date, not Tate. Would you rather date Clavicular or Andrew Tate's brother? I would rather neither. And also, I would never date Clavicular. What a fucking... Oh my god. Bro can't, like, get his shit together at all. What the fuck did I stumble onto? What are you talking about? You're weird, actually. What are you talking about? Everyone else in chat looks like this right now, so you're the weird one, actually. Stay living in America or leave? I don't know, your choice. I'm Canadian, so... would you rather date me or Andrew Tate? I don't know who you are. Is she ticklish? No. Imagine the conversations? No. The conversations would be terrible. With Andrew Tate? Andrew Tate, here's the thing. Andrew Tate, if I were to have a conversation with him, I would frustrate him so much. He would probably have to walk out. Like, he would be the one to walk out. Because I am very good at logic, and I'm very good at following logic in terms of, like, conversations and stuff. In terms of, like, look, I'm good at logic. That's all you gotta say, okay? I'm good at following people's arguments. I'm good at these things. I just am. I'm good at arguments. What is that? What is that doctor dude? Wait, what? Cup of Soup wrecks Andrew Tate with facts and logic. That's the thing. I genuinely think I could, but he'd probably get frustrated and upset and probably just yell at me, because that's how their arguments go. Is that they just start yelling, and then you're like, okay, well then this ends up not being a conversation, and then people are like, owned. Andrew Tate won the debate. You just got owned, bitch. Like, that's how they'd act. You know what I mean? And then they tell me I'm fucking ugly or something, you know? And I'm like, oh no, this fucking guy. This guy is gonna tell me I'm ugly with the weakest chin I've ever seen? Mike. Jenny! Me or Mark Wahlberg? I don't know. Mark Wahlberg's also a bitch. He killed or beat the shit out of someone. He literally caused a hate crime. Sorry, it's just we try to prevent spamming, so I apologize if you got banned for any spamming. I apologize, but yeah, it's just because you're spamming. So it's just a timeout though. So just don't. It's just learning not to do that, you know, because we do get a lot of people spamming like really heinous stuff in chat. So are you fucking lucky chicken soup? Are you fucking lucky chicken soup? Clown Joshua guy. Hello, Clown. Oh. Joshua Connor or Connor Joshua? Is that your name? Debates should be written response back and forth nowadays. It's all for entertainment, no truth involved. Yeah, it's just, and also most people don't understand how logic actually works. So, have you ever studied and checked into what's called informal logic? I haven't. I have not. Uh-oh. Hi, what happened? Oh, nothing. Hi, The Observer 360. Shut up. All the people that used to make fun of me in middle school were like, we're right. Looking at this. Stormtroopers updated with their helmet. They sure did. They sure did. I recently graduated from Hustler University. Can't wait to get my Bugatti. Bugatti! Also, like, he complains about bubble water or whatever, and he, like, the things that he talks about makes him, oh, it's done. The things that he talks about makes him sound like a bitch. You know what I mean? What is this live about? We're just talking and yapping. Can't get past that you're 45. What's the real age? Could be 45. I could be 26. Could be any of those ages. Welcome to the cult, Charlie. Charlie. She's 44. She's 23. Could be. NATO standard stormtrooper helmet. Yes, that is what I was wearing. I look 16. I don't know about that. When it's done, does it make a microwave sound? Of course, Derek said that. Cameron, she's 4, clearly 6. No, I'm not that young. You silly goose. LMAO. Make a microwave sound. That's really fucking funny. I just noticed you have deleted every other stream. No, I haven't. That's not true. You have to go under live. So under the live tab. Dang, the red lights worked on your hairline. Is at your eyebrows? What? How's the best YouTube the best personality? What? The best personality? Is that gold? Yes. Set it and forget it. Like an IUD. Canada's best soldier. I sure am. I'm a Mountie. I am a Mountie. According to Canada. Hey? Hey! Am I right? Degrassi and shit? Justin Trudeau. Katy Perry. Poutine. Isn't that what that is? Right? I think. I don't like Canada low-key. Why? Because someone told you not to like it? You actually seem very Canadian, TBH. And thank you. And thank you very much. Sorry, I just think it'd be funny if someone's hairline started at their eyebrows. I feel like I've seen that before, where someone's hairline is like down here. Set it and forget it. Like, isn't that what that is though? What I liked about your stream, your top changes, but pants remain the same. This is my uniform. I literally just wear yoga pants and a top every day because I can't really afford anything else. So it's just what I wear. It's just comfortable. Nothing like maple syrup and building a snowman. Am I right, fellow Canadians? Am I right? Am I right, fellow Canadians? But instead of me with like a skateboard and a hat like Steve Buscemi. No, that's not Steve Buscemi. It's like Steve Buscemi's brother. What's his name? They kind of look alike, low-key. Are you a Taurus? I could be. Did your mom make you have bangs as a kid? Never again. I did have bangs as a kid, but it looked cute on me. I found 2 iPod classics filled with music from the early 2000s. Oh my god, what a gift. Oh, it was a toaster oven appliance. Oh, I didn't know that. It was for a toaster. So that was like that was a thing? I should probably take them to Apple. Why? Wait, why? Milk in bags, raw, Canada #1. I love milk in bags. How can you survive in Canada? You just do. You are not American. Love your earring stack. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for noticing. I'm honored that you said that. Okay, earring tour. Okay, so these I love very much. The only thing is, this one I'm starting to get a little worried about because it's starting to it's like a little too close to the edge of my ear, and I think bro, when he pierced my ear, just did it a little too close to the edge. I wish he did it a little close, like a little bit up, but it's like, I don't know. I just don't want it to rip, you know? Aren't you from Puerto Rico? I'm not from Puerto Rico. I'm Puerto Rican, you know? Yeah, I'm Boricua, but I'm not Puerto Rican. I mean, I'm not from there, is what I'm trying to say. The closest state to me, I don't know. I refuse to answer the question. Would you ever get a septum? I did have my septum pierced for a while. And did I like it? It was cute at one point. I thought it was pretty cute, actually. I would probably get it. I think I'd probably still have. For some reason with my piercings, they never close. I don't know. I also get really lucky with piercings because I've never had like a keloid or anything. I did get 2 piercings at once and that hurt too much, but like I get really lucky. Like I've never had any of them rejected. I just have my belly button pierced. No, you creep. Cut that out. My guess is 25-year-old Pisces or Aquarius. Put a water sign. How close am I? You could be. You could be. Nice muscles, girl. Get it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, is it me or is it laggy? Is it laggy? It could be. It could very well be. I could leave and come back. What part of your ear is very elastic so it won't rip? I mean, yeah, I hope so. I've seen it happen before, though. But yeah, this is the other side. I'm just so quirky and crazy because I have one hoop here and then not a hoop here. Isn't that crazy and kooky? I'm so kooky and crazy for doing that. But I just honestly like when one side is different than the other, but they kind of are like cohesive at the same time, you know? I kind of like how that looks. I do have a tattoo, but I kind of want to get it removed. I kind of don't really like it anymore. You won't ever... Guys, just stop being creepy. You're being creepy. Explorer. Cut it out. What if I'm in Canada too? You could be. You could also not be. I hope the deterioration of the USCA relations is reversible and we can go back to a single border guard watching the Northern Front. I agree. Discount US. I mean, is it discount US or just a more stable US? I mean, like, it costs $30 to get a Band-Aid at a hospital, so, like, who's really winning here? Sorry for being creepy. Just don't do it again. I'm actually in space right now. Dude, that's fucking crazy. You're crazy. Can we see your tattoo? Or, it's just here, and whatever. First date, what do you order? I love Thai food. I love Thai food. So Thai is always my favorite. In fact, I want it right now. But I don't have it. Can you buy Band-Aid anywhere in the US? Yes, of course you can. But if you go to the hospital, they'll charge you like $30 for a fucking Band-Aid. Would you get more tattoos? I don't know. I've thought about it. They're just really expensive if you want like a good one. So I wouldn't want to get some more unless I had more money and I want some that are like beautiful, you know? This one I'm not proud of. I don't really like. I got it impulsively when I was 19, so. I'm going to sub because I love your vibe. Thank you for loving my vibe. Thank you also for subscribing. I appreciate it. Makes sense, Derek. What did Derek say? Kind of want to start flying to Mexico for healthcare. Dude, I'd be thinking about it. The fuck is Zaza? What's Zaza? I don't know, but I know that it's good. That good shit. Letter Kenny? A++? What's Letter Kenny? I live in Canada. Explore. Oh, cool. If you got a free tattoo unlimited, would you get what kinds of tattoos and where? So I had been thinking about this one that goes like all the way up my toe and then all the way up my leg and goes all the way out here to my like finger or something. I feel like that would be kind of cool. But then if I had other tattoos, like it would be after I got some other tattoos so then they can like interact with each other. I've always thought about like tattoos kind of like I don't know, like something happening on your leg and then it interacts with something on your shoulder. And like, I don't know, I like the idea of them being kind of like cohesive together and stuff like that. I think that's kind of fun. Like the tattoos being like, I don't know, interactive kind of. I think that's fun. New Pixar movie tattoo. Oh my God. Someone do that on ChatGPT. I'm just kidding. Actually don't. Actually never use AI. Actually don't use it. I'd rather see shitty things that aren't AI than AI and it still look weird and shitty. But that's funny. Did anyone in your family get benefited from California Gold Rush? No. Is it gold? Is this gold? Yeah, but it's just inherited from a relative. Did you get a floral tattoo? What do you think? You clocked my tea. Nova Scotia is where my family moved to. Have you ever been? I have not. But I heard it's very nice. I was supposed to go a few years ago. Don't get tattoos, man. You have weirdly nice skin. Why ruin it? Weirdly nice? What do you mean weirdly nice? My wife is AI and that offended her. Good. What's she gonna do? Zap me? I'm so scared. I'm so scared of AI. I'm actually not, because all I have to do is just put water on you, idiot. I'm gonna punch your AI wife. I'm gonna fight your AI wife and I'm gonna win, okay? I love soup too. You have Hawaiian gene? Hawaiian gene? Gang tattoo? No. I don't want the smoke. I don't want any issues. No shade, no problems. I don't want any issues, okay? The mystery of the flower has captivated people for generations. I mean, flowers are just so pretty. I love flowers so much. I love picking flowers. Flowers are also just such a gift. Are you fucking kidding me? This appears naturally and it's so pretty and so vibrant. We get to live when flowers exist. Do you know that there was a time when flowers didn't exist? At some point in the planet, I don't know when or how long flowers have existed for, but my point still stands that I get to exist and experience flowers. What a gift that is. Can you file joint taxes with AI? I don't think you should be able to do that, to be honest. Well, no, because it can't work, right? Hello, the Puerto Rican mamacita. Hello. Mama happy. Please give Letterkenny a chance. Jared Queso created a quick, wadded, hilarious show based on rural Canadian town. Oh, interesting. Have you guys ever seen Flight of the Conchords? I know that's entirely different. I want to go to New Zealand so bad. Why does Tiny Paper Cups that give you pills and like little... They charge you $1 for those in the hospital and they charge you $5 for a Kleenex? Literally so fucking dumb. Literally. They're just trying to, you know. You're a superstar. Thank you. Superstar. To each their own. Tattoos. Personally, I think tats are gross. Beauty is in the higher eye of the beholder, I suppose. True. I mean, I think tattoos can be really, really, really cool. Do I have dandruff? Actually, no, that isn't something that I deal with. I've been thinking about getting a tattoo for 20 years. If I'm going to get one, it would be a power animal. Ooh, cougar. That's cool. If you've got a problem with Canada gooses, then you have got a problem with me, and I suggest you let that one marinate. Are you talking about the jackets, Canada Goose? Is that what you're talking about? The $1,000 jackets that people feel like they need to get for some reason? Thank you so much for the 2 jewels. Thank you. Still alive. That's right, I am. I have lice. They are my friends. Whoa. Watching from Kenya. Hello, Kenya. That's cool. Get my name tatted. I think I'm all set, but thank you so much. I'm not a psychopath. I'm a human. But you have a great complexion and smooth skin tone. Pits are case in point. Well, thanks. What's in your Birkin bag? My Birkin bag? Here's the thing. The creator of the Birkin, she's really fucking cool, but people who buy Birkins fucking suck. She was cool, and she was kind of like type B person, and she was like kind of like chaotic and like cool and artistic. And now it's become a bastardized because you have to suck someone's dick in order to get to maybe be able to buy from the store, the Hermes store, and then on top of that you have to suck someone else's dick so that you can then buy one and go to a distributor or whatever. It's the same thing with fucking Rolex. All that shit's so fucking arbitrary and lame. It's so lame. I'm tired. What's a Birkin? It's a purse. It's a type of purse. Psychopaths are human, terrible logic psycho. Wait, what? Tattoo just says, welcome aboard. I'll let you guess where it's at. Is it your a-hole since that's your name? Is it just like, is it a tramp stamp? That would be really funny. Welcome aboard. That's hilarious. All right, gotta go bye. Well, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful day. Psychopaths are human, terrible logic psycho. I don't know what you're talking about. Instant coffee is from Kenya. Oh, shout out Kenya for instant coffee. Jane Birkin is the OG bag lady, period, and I adore her. The instant coffee. And also, am I right about that, Allie? You probably know more about this topic than I do. But I'm not entirely sure, but I've heard that, and I've seen videos of her, and she seems pretty cool. She seems cool and like a little chaotic, and I think that's really fun. Ignore my argument, sorry, I called him a psycho for asking you if you had dandruff. Oh, it's okay. No, France! Hello, France! Why do you guys hate Americans so much? Why do you guys hate everyone? That's a sincere question. And I know that, like, that's kind of a generalization. I don't mean to be, like, you know, I don't mean to generalize an entire ethnicity or nationality or whatever. But also, why does it continue to be consistent is the thing. I love this lady, don't know why. You don't love me, you don't know me. But thank you. Thank you for the energy. Did you know that Chihuahuas were bred in Mexico extensively because they would... No! Stop! I dropped my croissant. I could have dropped my croissant. If you don't know where that's from, she's too young for you, bro. She was notoriously a cool designer. Her original Birkins were kind of like long-lasting tote bags. That's so fucking cool. Thank you for telling us about that, Allie. We need more girly shit in here, because at the end of the day, I love being fucking girly, okay? I love being fucking girly. I love being girly. I love having girly shit. That has been taken from me because I had an older brother that I wanted him to love me. So I have girly shit like this. Hello Kitty. I made this. I put it together. I think it's very cute. I also love makeup and girly shit, and I love dresses. Anyway. Yeah, so fucking girly. That's just one example. Also, this was my little Nintendo DS when I was young. So cute. Love her. It still kind of works. I love watches. I mean, watches are cool. Watches are like really, they're very artistic, I will say. Just because of all of the engineering that goes into a watch is extremely impressive, I will say. What's up, Soup? Hello, Blair. Welcome in. This is a very nice topic. I'm glad to meet you. Nice to meet. Funniest epitaph on a gravestone is, I told you I was sick. Oh my God, that's funny. France is beautiful, the countryside, old buildings. I love France, don't get it twisted. I've been to Paris. I love Paris. I loved Paris. It was so fucking beautiful. I loved the uniformity of all the buildings. I thought that was so cool. I loved Paris. It's just so beautiful. I miss it, frankly. Pulling the Nintendo DS out for the fashion show. Yeah, I'd put that in my Birkin if I had one. I'd only want a Birkin only because Sarah Birkin, I forgot what her name is. Jenny? No. I'm sorry. Allie very kindly informed us, which was so cool. Thank you. She was notoriously a cool designer. I forgot what her name is. Forgive me, I already forgot what her name is. Hello Kitty Maxing, absolutely. Oh yeah, so fucking girly. So true, Cameron. Who's Cameron? Oh yeah, there's a Cameron. France is the only thing that's wrong with it is it's full of French people. Of course it's full of French people. Your ceiling fan is super masculine. Is it? With a chandelier on it? And there ain't no damn thing wrong with being girly. That's fucking right. That's fucking right, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of also the shame against girls just being girls, and then also, I'm gonna enjoy a goddamn pumpkin spice latte, okay? That's one thing about me. I'm gonna enjoy a pumpkin spice latte and pink. I'm gonna enjoy both. And you men can just enjoy, you know, making your hands turn into fucking sandpaper. Because, man, why do you enjoy that? Soup lady, that's me. Jane Birkin, thank you so much, Allie. Am I saying your name right? Allie, darling. You are a darling, Allie. Thank you so much for being here. I don't get me wrong, love the men. I also love having my fellow ladies here as well. So thank you so much for being here. If you're a lady, say hello. Hello, ladies. This is ladies chat and do chat. Don't get me wrong. There's a place for everyone, all genders. When God created France, it was too perfect, so he created the French to balance things out. I don't want to hate all French people. I'm not going to do that. But it just is annoying when we, like, it's so consistent how mean. What's the girliest thing you've done this week? Go to therapy? I don't know. Would you get a full sleeve tattoo? No, I would like little dainty tattoos that, you know, mean something to me. Ladies in here? Some are ladies. Hey, there's some ladies in here. Hey. It enrages me watching women drink pumpkin spice lattes when I rub my hands on sandpaper after working outdoors all day. Apparently, it does piss men off when girls drink pumpkin spice lattes for some reason. Senorita awesome. The French do have arguably the best accent on earth. True, and also the coolest language. I think their language is very cool. What does dainty mean? Honestly, what is the definition of dainty? I think like delicate, demure. Yeah, think delicate and demure. I just want to have the actual definition. Like, delicate. So, fragile, easily broken, finely made, or needing care. There are also probably more than one definition of it. Easy to break, soft and light. A mild smell, faint odor, or gentle breeze. A sensitive talk or careful choice that needs tact to prevent hurt. Precise or sharp tools. Interesting. So it kind of gives the notion of like an essence, you know? I think dainty is a better word, because my parents said that I was delicate, but that doesn't really make sense with this context. Oh my god. I type the word delicate and fucking Taylor Swift pops up. I fucking can't. I really fucking can't. Oh my god. Sorry. That is probably a less girly thing about me. I don't like Taylor Swift. I'm sorry. French person pops up. Oh my god, did someone French come in? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, French people. Please don't be mad at me. Watching why I like pumpkin spice latte. I love pumpkin spice lattes. I completely agree. And men should be able to drink them without some issues. Got a manicure in Vietnam a couple months ago. My friend and I pretended to be gay. It was so funny. Dainty equals small. Oh. Dainty. Dainty equals flower. The watchmaker person also walking on the beach, Kanye watch. They don't know what it is and don't have watches. They take it apart and see the complexity and they realize if a watch exists. Interesting. Looks amazing though. Wait, who left? I'll see myself out. Why are you leaving? I mean, you can if you want. No one's forcing you to stay. French are like OG bad guys. No, I don't want to say that about an entire group of people. No, I'm very much so. Taylor Swift is peak woman rage bait attempt. No, Beyonce is peak woman. Let's get that fucking right, okay? Because she is not peak woman. Oh my god, a woman whose worst strife is getting broken up with over text. God, that's so tough. So tough. I hope she makes more art about the same thing over and over again. I also gotta say that video of her where she's like, well, what is it that she says? That video of fucking Taylor Swift where she's just like, she's accepting an award and she's going on and on and on. and she's making it about herself and talking about how, you know, she's like, you make too many songs about, she's like, I was told that I was making too many songs about exes, so then I made an album about my friends. And then they said, oh, like, she just was responding to the critics. And I'm like, okay, so your music is about responding to critics instead of it actually genuinely coming from who you are and things that you want to express. It's because you don't have enough to express, and that's okay. But, like, you don't have enough to express because you haven't been through enough strife. That's just kind of how it is, you know, I feel. It is low class, but you're also 17 years old. Get over it. Not to you. No, that wasn't at you. That was at Taylor Swift. I'm peak male, bro. Jack Black, peak man. Agreed. I love Jack Black. What is peak man and peak woman? I don't know. Anyone here talking crap? Never met someone in Legion. Ooh, what's that? French is not only beautiful accent, but if you hear a good singer that sings in French, I'm sure that's stunning. Beyonce more like beyond saving. Derek. I love Edith Piaf. What's that? Piaf. I may have a dump truck based comment, but you rightly ignored it. Cooking stream when? When I get good at cooking. Breaking up with someone over to, it is. Agreed, new gen. What's new gen? I don't know what that is. Peak woman is Cup of Soup. I mean, grandmother was from France. She was stacking bodies at 17. Oh my God, that's horrific. Oh my God. Was that during the Great War? Sometimes I think, I don't want to get into this because I know men love World War II and I don't want the chat to turn, but like, thinking about World War II, what a fucking stupid thing that happened. Can I be honest? A bunch of guys on meth were like, let's kill everyone, and then they fucking did. That was so fucking dumb, because this fucking man who couldn't deal with him being gay and loving his mother at the same time, like, really, and also loving and hating his mother, and then he's just like, let me kill all of one ethnicity and then also everyone. Like, that's so fucking stupid, and he was also on meth the whole time. And people are like, yes, let me listen to this intently and vote him in off. Like, what a fucking stupid thing that happened. And then almost like 100 million people died? Do you ever think about how many people that is? Like, I'm rounding up, obviously, because it was around 76 million, but like, I hate World War II and I'm more of a fan of the Cold War. No, we're not getting into specifics about World War II, okay? I don't like talking about war, okay? I know men, for some reason, love talking about war. I don't like talking about war. But World War II is fucking stupid, and honestly, like, it really reads gay. Because just kiss, alright, you know? Like, just fucking kiss. Because it's like enemies to lovers trope, you know? It's interesting how much world history is because of specific idiosyncrasies of people. Literally, like for example, that's a really great comment because the lisp that's in Spain is because of one fuck-ass dictator that had a lisp, and then he forced everyone else to have a lisp. So now everyone says, Escocia, like that. Let's talk about the Titanic. I mean, what's there to even say about that? People are really obsessed with the Titanic, and I'm like, it all started because of a fish decided to walk. Literally, get the way I would throw that fish back in the fucking water. Or kill it. Just kidding. High Frequency, thank you so much for the heart. I actually would never kill a fish, so don't get it twisted. I've been fishing before, but I throw them back in. Winners write history, so bear that in mind. That's also a good point. Yes. Has a scene episode asks what the softest thing you've ever said. The softest thing I ever said. Winners write history, so bear that in. Yes. Cuppa for president. Oh my God, no. I would do such a bad job. Dictator is definitely Hey, there's something to that. Thank you so much, High Frequency, for the love and for the Puerto. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the flag. You're welcome, mommy. Thank you for the jewels. Cup of for Prime Minister, technically. That's right. That's very right. People talk about the French because of the World War. The U.S. motto, retreat. Hell, we just got here. So sad. Just keep swimming. What's taters precious? Wait, what? U.S. in World War II was a joke. World War I was a joke. Dude, I can't believe Franz Ferdinand got murked. And then they were like, let's start a war. People talk bad about the French because of the World War, the U.S. motto, retreat. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't read the rest of that. State Senate. If they make a Finding Nemo 3, you can voice act for Dory since Ellen escaped the country. Ellen is so lame. I mean, it was cool that she was like a lesbian and had a talk show, because that was kind of taboo at one point in my life, actually. And then it was like, wow, this is really inspiring that, like, you know, this is someone who's been through this kind of strife is now in power, but then it loses its charm after a while when you're a fucking asshole to literally everyone. Doughboys, World War I was awful, chemical weapons, and then the flu. It sucks. Ellen is a Louisiana native. She's just giving us a bad name. Oh, really? Are you a Louisiana native? I've been to Louisiana. It's an interesting place. I would like to see more of New Orleans, or worthiness by the 13th century. Its center, preciousness, high value. Something of exquisite preciousness or high value, eventually shifting over time. Cool. That does sound like Dory. I sound like Dory? I don't know about that. Or she does. Because Dory's a lesbian? Or worthiness by the 13th century, it entered the English language as dainty. Oh, as dainty to describe something of exquisite quality, preciousness, or high value, eventually shifting over time. That's cool. Oh, Jack, what happened to you? What'd you say? I'm from Berlin. That's cool. From describing abstract preciousness to modern primary meanings of delicate beauty, elegance, or choice food item. Interesting. Damn, you have been everywhere. What the fuck? Because I've been to Spain and Louisiana. Lost, you are welcome, but they say ignorance is bliss. God, it really is. It really is. Oh, to be ignorant. Oh, to not know as much as I do. I wish. I really do. Latveria? I have not. Matt is deep in the data. He really is. He really is. Hello, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Jack, we forgive you. It's okay. Thank you for being German. We were just talking about World War II. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No offense. I know that's not your fault specifically. Louisiana has good food, but the armpit of America. No, that's New Jersey, actually. Welcome, come to Missouri if you are a river rat and like Italian. Interesting. Missouri has an Italian culture there? I'm surprised. I'm afraid some of us have no choice but to know things as you know. Doesn't that suck? No, it's also cool. It's also cool to know things, too. I'll take it back. I will take it back. Any hoozle? Who said that? I've heard that before. Hey, what do you say about New Jersey? Uh-oh. That's just what I've heard. I don't actually feel that way. I actually have kind of a controversial opinion about New Jersey, but I'm not going to say that here. Who knows the thing about ducks? P. Sherman Wallaby Way. Exactly. Did you know we never truly know our own voices sound like? I have no idea what my voice sounds like, and again, ignorance is bliss. I don't want to know. One of my favorite quotations, it's not for me to question my God did not see fit equally distributed burden of intelligence me to deal with the consequences, period. Have I been to Vegas? I have been to Vegas. How do you think I liked it? The company I was with was great. I was with great company. However, the place, don't love that place. Because I got heat stroke after being outside for like 20 minutes. I was outside for 20 minutes and I was like, my head hurts really bad. I feel like I'm melting. Hold up, the armpit? My voice is worse sounding. I sound like a 12-year-old cheerleader stuck in a small man's body. No, you don't. No way. We speaking Italiano? I live like an hour and a half from Vegas. Okay, period. Is it like so hot right now? I have been on this confounded planet for $60,000 years more. What? I've been on this confounded planet for $60,000 years or more, and this is my last lifetime here. I came to help humans, but they're stubborn. Screw them. I'm out of here. Wait, what? Damn, you really are Canadian then. Wait, why? Oh, because it really hurt my head. Vegas is not the place for the weak. It isn't, and I'm weak. I'll admit that. They have the Mater. I mean, it was fun because of my company that I was with. I really enjoyed, who I was with and like hanging out, and that was really wonderful. But like, other than that, it was like, have you thought about the Roman Empire today? Only because it was talked about on a podcast, but I don't understand. I understand, like, I get why people think about it, but also, like, whatever. I don't think about it that much. What do I think about every day? Probably my brother dying, but other than that, like, before that, what do I think about every day? What is something I think about every day? I can't think of anything that I think about every day. 124, you boiling water? No, not 124. I think it was 104 degrees. UK is being cooked right now. How hot is it in the UK? Because you can't take the heat. I've been to Vegas and I was wearing a sweater in the summer. That's wild. My car currently says 95 degrees, but I think it's lying. Damn, Juan, that doesn't sound good at all. Oh, it was 124. Sorry, I didn't see what you said. There's 124 multiple times in the last 2 weeks where I live. Holy shit. That's awful. Siege of Constantinople. That was a thing that happened. My car currently says 95. Hail Caesar. Okay. It's currently 108 on my car thermostat. Okay, Siege of Constantinople. The only thing good about Europe gave us was Amy Winehouse. Europe has a lot. Europe has given us a lot. Europe is pretty dope, I'm going to be honest. I love Europe. UK is like so dry, not like one out of rain. Oh, yikes. It's not crazy, just, what was it? Just sustained heat and lack of rain. Oh. But what's the temperature in degrees, actually? Not Celsius. Can I also just say, I think Fahrenheit makes way more sense than Celsius. I'm sorry. Someone made a really great point, and it was like, Celsius... Oh my god. Fahrenheit is like, what percent hot is it going to be that day? Because it's like it kind of is out of 100, When it gets over 100, it's like, whoa, that's really hot. But 26 degrees Celsius, 16 degrees in Scotland. Guys, I'm too dumb. Come on. I don't know what that is. Is 26 like 80s or like around 80? 16, I would imagine, is like 70? The Siege of Constantinople is also the end of medieval times and the start of modern times. Oh, that's interesting. I want to go to medieval... I went to medieval times somewhat recently. Who started this scientific revolution again? Canada? Yeah, that's right. We did. No, we didn't. No! Girl math, no offense. Like a percent and it gets over 100. I'm aware. I just said you can, like, that's how you know how hot it is. Because when it does get over 100, it's like, and also you can have a percentage that's over 100. You know that. I know you know better than that. Come on. That logic isn't, is flawed. Come on. It really is difficult to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. I can convert kilometers to miles in my head quickly, but just from Celsius to Fahrenheit. Thank you, CashTube. I wholeheartedly agree. Celsius is so simple. Okay, so then, girl math, ban that Andrew Tate sympathizer. Wait, who? Who? Fred, are you an Andrew Tate sympathizer? Wait, when did this happen? Did I miss this? When did that happen? My friend David had lost his ID. Now we call him Dave. You can't prove that's your name. I'm joking. Wait, who? Oh, you were kidding. I was like, did I miss something? Because sometimes I do get like men in chat and then they like yesterday, that was really funny. When there were a bunch of dudes in chat. See, I lose like a kind of decent amount of hair. But it is also very long, so I don't know. What is the temperature ideal of a pumpkin spice latte? Well, it's got to be warm, you know? But the apple crisp drink, I think should be cold. Who started the first university system protected scientific research? Bet you can't guess. I can't. Was it your mom? Depends on the context. Way you worded it as percent inferred, 100 as the highest possible. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but like we could use context to be like, well, it can go over 100, so that's how you know that it's really, really hot, like unbearably hot. But like 100, like out of 100 for most places is like 30 degrees. It's like, okay, it's not that cold, but you have to, it's cold, but it's not like impossibly cold. If it's 15 degrees, it's really fucking cold. If it's like 50 degrees, it's like still cold. Like the percentage of warm, like it gives you a better estimate, I feel like. But also if you grow up however way, like you'll know regardless, you know? Okay, so 1 degree Celsius is equivalent to 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, so have you tried rice water on your hair? I've heard that works. Let's go, Kelvin. Let's go, Kelvin. Okay, I get your meaning regarding temps. Thanks, bro. Let's handshake on it. Because 70, it's like, okay, it's warm. Like, I'm warm and comfortable. 80 is like, still comfortable. You're warm. And 50 degrees is kind of halfway. Because you're like, it's cold. But it's not, yeah, it's kind of halfway. But I don't know. I like American measurements because they are more related to how people feel versus precision, which is more useful in everyday conversation. That's interesting, yeah. If I invest $1, I can make $1. I made 100%. I can make $1. I made 100% return on my investment. If I do the same, I make $2 or 200%, 100%. I have a, oh my god, I can't, guys, I'm losing steam. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, I've been live for quite a bit actually. 6, 12, 18, almost 3 hours. Some things still measured in horsepower. Okay. The Observer, shut up. No, I don't hope that. Don't hope that for yourself either, you goof. Why would you want that? You want to go on the front lines, brother? Yeah, I feel like you just want to fight. Am I wrong? Why do men just want to fight? Why do you guys enjoy fighting? Why is that something? Because you're taking all of us with you, and you're causing all these issues, and then, like, all of us now have to deal with all this bullshit because someone was insecure about their micro penis. And it's like, oh my god, we gotta go through this shit again? We're too gracious reading these essays. I'll be real. Well, it's like conversations, you know? Steam power measurements in watts. You almost fried your brain with that guy. Dude, I'm like, he's probably right. I'm just like, I'm losing a little steam. Oh my god, Deanie! Hello, it's been a while. Deanie! Everyone say hi to Deanie right now. Deanster. Call him Deanster. He really loves being called Deanster. I think I'm depressed for the first time in my life. Dude, I'm sorry. Are you okay? Depression fucking sucks. I'll be real with you. I'm lying, but we can pretend I'm not. I've been here the whole time. You have been here the whole time, Dee. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Hello, MB. M to the B, M to the B. That song bangs, I can't even lie. I think within the male gene, we have a need or unanswered want to die for something more than ourselves. But why do you guys want to die? Life's pretty cool, you know? It's within the male gene? Is it really? But also, like, what difference does it make if you die for something good that only serves you while you're alive? You know what I mean? Like, dying for a purpose literally only serves you while you're alive. Because after you're dead, and it doesn't matter what you did or not, because you're dead and you don't know. You know? You're in the void now. So, like, do you know what I mean? You guys can go ahead without me on that dying thing. Felt, me too. Oh shit, I found an Almond Joy in my desk. Depression done. I'm just kidding. I know, I'm not trying to trivialize. As a guy, what? The want to die for something more than yourself is innately human, not male, I think. I don't want that shit. I don't want that. Are you sharing your Amazon wish list? Am I? Wait, should I make one? Would you guys want to buy shit from me? Oh my god. I'd love that. It's an excuse. It's the excuse we tell ourselves, I think. Fred, she didn't freaking read it. What did I not read? Fred! At Wally, it seems practical. Wait, can you guys repeat what you said? We're all gonna die, obviously. May as well be for a good cause. But you could have died later in life and could have experienced so much more instead of dying for something more, you know? You're cutting yourself short and your life short by doing that. It's more of a male trait. I think dying for a cause, perhaps through cultural stuff. Probably. There is that, like, weird expectation on men to feel like you need to have some kind of, like... well, there's also this purpose thing that men, I think, really struggle with. And I understand why. But, like, your purpose shouldn't be in how useful you are. You know what I mean? And I feel like men kind of struggle with that. Because it's not about how useful you are. You know? You could just exist and have purpose. You know? That's how I feel. It's more of a male trait. Are they goth, though? New gen? Wait, what are you guys talking about? Men feel like dying for their family and country is primal feeling. I don't think it's primal. I think that this is a taught thing. 3R, 4Rn. Wait, what? You can only go to Valhalla if you die in battle. But, like, you know that is a human-made thing, right? Or, I don't mean to insult a religion, I'm sorry. But, like, that's a human construct because it came from humans, right? So you don't know that that's, you know? I'm sorry. Am I insulting a whole religion? I don't mean to be. I can work with that. With what? Pressure on men starts from childhood itself. Society sees men as a provider, protector. Yeah, but you can, like, be a provider, protector, and have, like, a long life, you know? And I do think that that is a societal standard. But also there is like some, you know, I'm sure that there's some like inherent like feeling of, you know, providing because also, you know, hunter-gatherer. That's true, you know. That's a true thing. Dying for your tribe is one of the worst things a capable provider can do for their tribe. That part, Alex. Exactly. Exactly. That's actually such a good fucking point. Wow. Listen, men have fought to keep our families safe. We died to make that happen. Those that live today is because of the valiant blood of history. That's true. I mean, I'm not denying that. But also, like, if you don't have to, you don't have to. Enjoy your almond joy. Dying for a goth baddie is an honorable death. We can all agree. Pinning that comment. Sorry to demote Derek. Derek has had many a comment pinned. I love when there are funny comments. I completely agree. Who doesn't want to die for a goth baddie? Am I right? I think it's primal. It goes back to caveman days, a man fighting a predator in an attack. Yeah, but that what Alex said makes sense. It's like, you want to avoid dying so that there are more people that can also procreate, but then also, because the whole point in all of this is to advance in our species, right? Like that's the kind of whole motivation for most things is that. But then also, you don't want these people to die because, again, procreation, but then also there are less people to protect the tribe. That's such a great point, Alex. You're right. Hail the goth baddies. I mean, yes, of course, you know. Must protect, gather, must fight wild boar. Must. My comment has died in battle. I will now go to Valhalla and will not be ashamed of the company of my ancestors. Exactly. There's a concept of honor, dying for something righteous. But you are alive. You're alive. That is an alive concept. That's not something that transcends like dimension, you know, like transcends like afterlife, you know. I really do have a mustache. Wow, I do need to shave it. Should I do that on camera right now? Many men die because they can't pay the alimony and childcare after the divorce. It breaks men financially. That is very sad. I don't want that. It's because anyone who hasn't motivated to do that in the past on genes, so the people that did die pass on are more motivated to do that. That's true. I think that a lot of valiant men, this is another comedian, I don't know what her name is, but she made a good point because like, it's true. It's like these valiant men are dead, and then like also especially the ones that like really loved their wives and stuff. And anyway, you say I'm alive, but this could be a simulation. You make a good point. I'm alive. At what cost? How many people died because I didn't fight? Wait. How many people died because you didn't fight? What does that mean? The older generation dies in war, so there's less mouths to feed, and the younger people take over. I probably have 2 unclaimed children, so I'm good. Wait, what? Brother! You won't know how men feel good when they see a baddie. What? Hello, Ghost. Welcome in. Look, we are all alive and no ass to be born. That's true. If you had any chance to change your fate, would you? I mean, every day you have a chance, not to be corny, but every day you have a chance to change your fate. Nothing's written yet. That's why we can't travel to the future. Either way, whether you agree with me or not, Alex said you are admitting it. It goes back to caveman days, which contradicts your previous statement. I hate to get logical on your ass, but I contradict. Wait, what? I thought Alex made a really good point. Stop calling her handsome. I know, it's such an interesting comment. Because some people do say, like, your wife is very handsome. Like, I've heard that as a legitimate like compliment, and I'm like, I don't like that. If you consider reincarnation, dying, or being alive, that is not that fucking important. It's important how you live your life and how you might die. Exactly. Do you think it's fair to pay children childcare for something that happened in a day and probably won't know a woman as well? Well, I mean, if you have to pay and you're equal parts, yes. I think that it is fair, because if you also contributed to that, it's equal parts. You both have to work for that. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Why wouldn't that be fair? Hello, M1000 ABC. Hello. Pretty funny, TBF. Wait, what? What's the ideal world from a woman's perspective? If every woman was Cleopatra, probably, and was treated like Cleopatra. Actually, no. You know what everyone's ideal world is? Okay, I'm gonna tell you. There is this person that I follow on Instagram, and she has this 2-story, I guess, van? I don't know how else to explain it, because it doesn't look like a van, but it's 2 stories, and I think she lives in, please don't think I'm racist, Korea, I think. South Korea, I think. Please don't hold me to that. I'm not sure. No. She's Chinese. Sorry. I guess that was racist. It was not on purpose. But, so, anywho, what was I saying? She has, like, the cutest thing. She has cute shit everywhere. The way she decorated it is so girly and adorable. And, oh, sorry, I thought I saw a spider. And she has, like, these cozy little, like, I think every woman wants that, where you can just cook, you can enjoy things, you can enjoy the room, you can enjoy, oh my god, you can just enjoy watching anime all day and just being girly and doing, all she does is, like, skincare, she cooks, and she cleans her little house, and it's literally awesome. I want that to be my life, you know? Cleopatra had to marry her brother and helped murder him. Gross! You sound out of sync with the video. Maybe that's just me. It probably is better. The Far East. So being lazy? Bitch, you want that shit too. Soup, have you seen Don John the movie? No, I haven't. I feel like I know. Is that with that guy? I don't remember what his name is, but you know who I'm talking about. What I'm saying is you made Carmen originally. Oh, thank you for the 10 euros, Lost in the Dreams. Thank you so much. Did you want to say something too? Any message for us? I love watching van life vids. How do I find this vid on YouTube? Or did you say 2-story bus van she lives in? Yes, it's on, I've seen it on Instagram. I don't know how to find it, but I don't know, it could be a van. I'm not really sure. Stay at home wife, yes or no? But I don't want to have kids. Like, I just want to do nothing. But I also like working, you know. It fixed. Okay, good. I'm glad it worked. I like the voice she gave me. Wait, which voice did I do? No, just a tip, basically. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Any donation is so deeply, deeply appreciated. And, like, I appreciate you guys all being here. So just thank you for donating your time. And then donating your money is, like, so much extra. And it's just so deeply appreciated no matter the amount. So thank you. Like, she drives in it, but it doesn't look like a bus. It looks like it doesn't look like a van. It looks like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even have a parallel. It's like 2 stories, but it's all kind of wooden. And then it also has like a little porch outside. It looks like a home. It's so cute. And you can like drive in the front. It looks like something out of a fairy tale. It's so adorable. Will we go fishing this weekend? I don't think so. I don't fish really. I just have been fishing before. Probably some sort of Sprinter van. A lot of people build those into campers. Dude, it was so cute and cool. It looked so whimsical and fun. You look like the actress from Halloween Town. I have gotten that before. She's lovely. I feel very happy to be compared to her. She's very lovely. So thank you, Allie. Thank you so much. Girly comment, and I love it. Put it on your Amazon wish list. The whole thing. I saw your stream recommended earlier, but I forgot you were who is so like down to earth. Oh, okay. And rational and smart. Well, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh, for sure. I've been thinking you remind me of someone. I have gotten that before, and I'm honored, truly. I am. She's great. I didn't get to watch that, though, when I was younger. My mom didn't want to pay for the channel. And for that, I can't blame her. Because it was like that shitty thing where you had to pay for like 100 channels. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. Because those cable companies were fucking stupid. Truly and sincerely. Also, that guy that was like a douchebag yesterday, so funny. He came back in here, and I guess he waited for the moment that I insulted myself and talked about my mustache that I have to shave. Have you been here the whole time? And were you just waiting for your moment to insult me? How pathetic. That is fan behavior. You are a fan. Yes, Netflix is so expensive now, by the way. It's so expensive. My family has been, we've had Netflix probably for 20 years when they still sent out DVDs to people. It was crazy. I loved those movies when I was young. Ugh, I wish I watched it. I probably would have loved it too. But it's okay. Whatever. Favorite childhood movies? Honestly, this is such an obscure reference, but probably, well, Shrek 2. That's number one. Always Shrek 2. Shrek 2 is better than Shrek 1, and I will not take any other opinions about that. Sorry. Everyone else's opinion about it is wrong. Shrek 2, and then also the movie Clue, which is kind of a deep cut. I don't know. Most people I've talked to do not know about it. If you do know about it, that's fucking sick. I love that movie. That movie is a 10 to me. That movie is a 10, and I love it. It is so fun. What a fun movie. What upsets me the most about it is that the house that it took place in burned down. Shrek 2, the one where the fairy god... yes, exactly, Allie. Yes, exactly. I'm a 10. Are you? I'll stop smoking ganja for you. No, I encourage it. Unless, you get psychosis, in which case I think you should stop. But as long as you're healthy and you're buying it from a good place, I don't have a problem with it. And you're above the age of 21. How much is your internet bill? Like $75? Actually, it's $250. I'm just kidding. Wait, months ago, Jay recommended the movie Cloud Atlas to you. Dude, I need to watch it. It does ring a bell. I don't remember. You remember the name of the person? I don't remember the name of it. I remember someone recommending Cloud Atlas. I do need to watch it. Is Shrek 2 the one where... yes, that is the one. Legacy Netflix DVD until they finally shut that down. Let me keep the... yeah, that was shitty that they... oh, yeah, we still have Netflix discs, too. What about the Scooby-Doo movie? I loved that movie, Sexual Awakening, with Daphne. Daphne, yes, she was part of my sexual awakening. It's just true. What do you want from me? Clue is fantastic. That should be a soundstage. Ugh, that had to be a soundstage. Oh, God. Clue is such a great movie. It's such a 10. And the endings are so cool. If you haven't watched it, just go watch it tonight, okay? Just go fucking watch it, because it's such a great fucking movie, okay? When I was staying in Nicaragua, the man left the house at 6 a.m. with 70 pounds of rice over his shoulder and walked 3 miles to the fam and worked 6 hours. Wow. God bless. How much is this big house for 1K? Wait, what? Mrs. White looking pale and tragic. Looking pale and tragic. Flames on the side of my face, heaving, breathless, heaving. Oh, God. And the cast was so stacked. It was such a great time. When they came home and the woman had lunch ready and they took a map, it was fair division of labor. Oh, interesting. See, that's beautiful. Madeline Kahn. God bless. What a gift to the world Madeline Kahn was. Ugh. And then her also in Blazing Saddles, too. And also Mel Brooks. I love Mel Brooks. I love Mel Brooks. Bro, I work way harder than the... Guys, just... Stop that, okay? Do you think resurrection happens? No. No offense, but no. Can I what? NXC1NR. What does that mean? Have you seen Buffy the Vampire? I need to watch it because I heard people really love it. Another recommend tomorrow ever after. It's okay. Prime. Okay. It's about a woman from 600 years ago in the future. Years in the future who comes back to the present. Oh, that's cool. Can I see IF? What does that mean? What does that mean? Blazing Saddles, a woman of culture. Oh, I'm a woman of taste. I'm sorry. It's just kind of an objective thing about me. Young Frankenstein, great. I also love Young Frankenstein. Can I CIF? What does that mean, CIF? Holy Simps. What's wrong with... What do you mean, Simps? We're just having a conversation. What's wrong with you guys? Not you guys, but you. Is so good. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, bet. Guys, join the Discord. Join the Discord so you can add these to the list. Sims, we're having a conversation, you bum. Literally, what's wrong with you? But also, can someone tell me what CIF means? Oh, where are the Sims? You're just presuming. Literally, we're just like, can't someone have a conversation without assuming that you're obsessed with someone? Like, you're just talking. God. God. You look like my cousin. You trying to smash your cousin? I'm just a joke. Sorry. At least she's not meowing and stealing and squealing at them. There's a girl on Lives who does that extreme simp chat. I mean, yeah. I mean, but honestly, iconic. Good for her. Make that bad, girl. I have no problem. Like, iconic. Good for you. If you talk to women, you're simp. Apparently, according to this jerk off. Super cute. Thank you, Tony. Answer. Explain it. Yeah, can you? Mary Shelley invented science fiction with Frankenstein. That's true. It's kick-ass. Mary Shelley's kick-ass, bro. Funniest line in Young Frank. Do you want me to warm your pee? I mean, do you want me to warm your tea? Why is your Discord so dead? Because I don't post enough in there. I need to talk in there more. I'm on Discord. We should try to find each other. I mean, it's on I just added the Discord, so you can join the Discord. Hang on 1 second. Guys, this has been fun. I need to eat too. I'm rather hungry. But I will do my best to see you guys tomorrow. So enjoy your day and or night. The Discord's chill, but I was wondering if I can post pics of my cats in the pet section. Of course you can! You don't have to ask. Do you accept private messages? I don't. I'm so sorry. But please join the Discord. I still talk in the Discord, so please consider joining. I still talk in there to everyone. So... You're fucking full of shit. I'm not obsessed, and I'm not going to get obsessed. Wait, what? I'm fucking full of shit? What are you talking about? Great to see you. Great to see you, too. Good night, woman of taste. Thank you so much. No, you're good. I know what you mean. That's funny. Dying for a goth baddie is an honorable death. I couldn't agree more. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a wonderful night, day. Please drink water and take care of yourselves. Or